Hi, everybody. 2 minutes late. That's pretty good for us. Hi, everybody. Bear with me. Boomerang, as you know. Hi, everybody. This is Mr. Brown, arsehole. Thank you, Ruin. What's today's date? It is Saturday, January 17, in the year of our Lord 2026. I am Zebroon, and I hope all of you are doing pretty well today. Let's do this. It's toys, everybody. Let's do it. Okay, let's get the guests on. Okay, so first up, back for a second week, wingman of the channel. Great to have him back. It is P-Cat.
Hello, hello. Good to be back again.
Hey, P-Cat. How you doing, mate? You all right?
Doing good. Looking forward to going through some amazing toys from the past.
Get in.
Yes.
And on that bombshell, shall we get the next person on?
Do it.
Do it. Okay. Next up, the super duper jester from Leicester, the compiler of the slides. What more can I say? It is Swap Shop Star Wars Retold. Yes.
Oh, good evening. Good evening, Cat. Good evening, P-Cat. Good evening, Mr. Brown.
Merry Xmas.
Yeah, why not? Let's keep it going.
Yeah, fuck it. Merry Xmas,
everybody. Yeah, really looking forward to this again. I mean, looking forward to it all week, to be honest. Covering analog entertainment, pure analog entertainment. Looking back on the best era.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Touch of imagination.
Oh, yes. So,
when you get the jacket sorted out, that's a fantastic jacket.
Oh, you can get anything done these days.
Do you think you get the logo through ITV?
They don't.
Nobody would know what it is, so you could do that quite easily. Nobody would know what it is.
It does. I'll tell you what. This jacket, anyone wears this jacket, it does give you carte blanche to piss against any wall ever, anywhere ever. So if you're desperate for a piss, you can just walk up to any wall and piss on it. And no one can tell you not to do it. So it's great. If I'm ever caught short, stick this jacket on. I'm done. That's it.
And on that,
full bladder, doesn't matter.
And on that banging bombshell, it's great to have you on, mate. Shall we get the next person on?
Oh, do it.
Do it. Okay, so wearing is going back to basics on the avatar of everybody, and I quite like this. It is the channel's very own astromech droid. It is Professor Artoo.
Oh, something about swappers piles. Something. What?
He's got piles?
What?
Yeah.
Hello.
Piles of old toys, yeah.
All right.
I'm doing well. Yes. Going back to basics. A 1978 original R2-D2 action figure for my avatar today.
Gavin Unit. Kurtzman piss. That's for tomorrow. Gavin Unit. Prof, it's great to have you on, mate.
Good to be here. Anyone else?
There is another.
Sir. Good day, sir.
Oh, there is another. All right.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
yeah, I'm fine.
No.
How's everybody?
No snackage this evening.
Yourself?
No, yeah. Well, my dinner should be coming soon. Put it that way. I think it's pizza today, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
So there you go.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Any toppings?
I think it's just. I don't know. I'll find out when they bring it. So.
Whatever the old folks' home is serving today.
Oh. Absolutely. I think they just got to wheel me there, and then I'll tell you.
Some tapioca pudding.
That's right, with the jam in the middle. Yeah,
I like tapioca. Semolina as well. I like it.
Hey, by the way, Professor, is that the actual toy? That isn't the actual toy, because I remember the toy not looking like that, looking crappy.
There's like 3 or 4 different ones. This is, I think, is the oversized figure. So there was the one that was like the same size as the rest of them, that was rather short and squat, and then there was sort of a mid-sized one. I think they were like 8 or 9 inches, or something. And then there was a large one that was a remote control. So I think this is the oversized.
The first one I got.
Yeah, this is compatible with 12 inches, this one.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Because the first one I got was the very first ones they put out for
Yeah.
sale.
Oh,
And it was crap, and it didn't look anything. Well, it did look like R2, but they had stickers on it, where the eyepiece was and all
Yes,
that.
yes.
Like,
Yeah. This-
well, the first one you got was 9 inches or 12 inches. What?
the small one.
What? I'm confused.
So this one actually, if you go look at pictures for this one, this oversized R2, he had a little door that you could open up, and he had Death Star plans inside. There was a little card
excellent.
that slid in and out.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, there's like a little button on the front that you press, and the back panel
Yes,
pops open, right?
yes, exactly.
Wow.
Excellent.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about, but I feel very left out. But anyway, Ian, it's great to have you on, mate.
It's good to be on.
Okay,
Shall we carry
chat,
on?
yeah, chat. We can see you. Good evening. Hello, everybody. We can see you. Boomerang. Sorry. Here you go. A to Z of Christmas toys. Okay, I've got to remember to go to slide 3. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Please like.
And subscribe, ideally. Subscribe. Subscribe. You know, if you say subscribe, the button on the channel on the YouTube thing glows. Yeah, it does. If you've not subscribed, it'll glow. So if I go subscribe, it'll glow on the web browser. Subscribe.
Does that work on the TV app as well? Because I've got it open on the TV here.
I don't know. Subscribe.
Unsub and then resub.
Subscribe, everybody. Let's do that for the next 10 minutes. Subscribe.
Maybe everyone needs to unsubscribe, and then they can see.
resubscribe.
Then they can see it
Yes.
glow, and then they can subscribe again.
Just
Yeah.
remember to subscribe again. That's the only thing.
Who's this? Compiled by Swappers at Star Wars Retold. That's Swappers' YouTube channel, folks. Least you could do is throw the man a sub.
Oh, please do. You guarantee good entertainment. Put it that way.
Yep. Come on, let's see if we can get up to 500 subs. Are you at 500? You're not yet, are you, Swappers? Are you
No,
there
not yet. I'm at 340 something or other.
Come on, everybody. At Star Wars Retold. Come on, throw the man a sub. Least you can do, everybody. Oh, God, I love an E.
Hey,
Eight.
Excellent.
So we got up to E, didn't we? Can I have an E, please, Bob?
What happened to him? He died, didn't he?
Bob Holness, yeah. Did he have something to do with James Bond? Did he narrate James Bond in the early days? Or
I don't know. I think he did. I'm not
Bob
sure.
Holness or something. I had something to do with James Bond. Anyway, okay. Let's do this. So E.
Baragum.
E Bagum.
Ooh, what's this?
What's this?
Ah.
This I didn't know about this until I searched for all these slides. And I was just doing a general retro toy search, and this one came up. I think this was I'm not so sure if it was in the UK, but more the US. Yeah, Manuel Grail had one, but it was back when kids were actually allowed to have toy guns.
Especially toy guns that were either grey or black.
Exactly, I know. And this is based on a sort of a generic sci-fi design. It's called Space Pistol, or Tharos is the name of either the line of toys or this particular sidearm. But I think it made sounds. I'm not quite sure, but it's got a tactile trigger, and it's obviously made of really decent materials as they were back then, not just disposable Nerf plastic, so this is a really nice design as well. You could easily actually see this in a sci-fi movie. It's that well made.
Wow.
But that is the extent of what I know about it.
Is this like electronic gun or something?
Yeah, but these were like freely available everywhere back in the 70s and 80s, these ones.
Not in my neck of the woods. They weren't. I don't know what it is.
I think this company may have made military accurate guns as well.
Italy?
My parents Italy. My parents went on holiday and brought to Europe and brought me back a few because they weren't on sale in the UK. So I was running around with with what looked like accurate firearms in my street and shooting other kids. Luckily, there was no one cracking down on that kind of thing at the time. But this is a sci-fi version.
Yeah, but in those days, it was nobody used to think about it at all. I remember going way, way, way back. I used to have a cap gun, and used to put the caps in it. And I used to have
one of those. Yeah, I think I had something similar to this. I don't know if it was the same, but the way that it worked, because it had this transparent shell. Although I see there's the one up there that isn't transparent, so I don't know. This one you would pull the trigger, and it had a little motor thing inside that would spin when you would pull the trigger, and it would cause this little grinding wheel to hit up against some metal, and it would shoot sparks inside the shell, so you would see little sparks shooting everywhere.
Yeah, there were spark guns around at the time. Remember those? I've forgotten all about those. You just mentioned it. Yeah, they were great.
I remember them.
I remember the cap guns. If you the paper caps.
Yeah, you used to roll it.
They're like real, weren't they? If you got a hammer and rolled them up into one big lump and got a hammer, God, they went off.
Yeah, you used to buy the caps in strips, didn't you? And so
them inside. They're getting away with that now.
There were the paper cap guns, and then later on they had the ones that had the plastic rolls that would just like a regular firearm.
That's the one.
You'd have the little 6 plastic things in a ring that you would slide into your revolver, your toy revolver.
Well, what's interesting about those days is that they were dangerous things, and it's obvious they were dangerous, those cap things, but they trusted the parents, that they would, make sure that their children are okay with stuff like that. And it was a lot of fun, cap guns. I remember playing with them a lot, There
you go, Manuel Grell, numbers eventually. There were electric versions. This had red plastic cap strips. It was transparent, so you could see them go off.
There you go. That's why it's transparent.
Cool.
Wow.
Yeah, so we've got at the top there, Tharos is the opaque one, the metal-looking one, and then we've got Thur at the bottom, which is the transparent one, with obviously the sparks produced inside it. I think these kind of stemmed off the whole toy gun craze that kids were really into after seeing westerns and Lone Ranger.
Yeah.
So you go to any toy shop and you get like a hunting rifle or an old western style rifle, or what do they call them, the rifles that are kind of break in two and you reload them with like a hand
Winchesters.
Is that Winchester? Yeah
you used to get those kind of Winchester guns.
Yeah, you can have a whole selection of different types of screen accurate guns back then. Absolutely incredible. It's like people who go back in time now and walk around a toy shop, they'd freak out, especially the liberals. They would just scream themselves into the ground. I think
especially the trifectas would go mental now, wouldn't they?
Oh God, yeah.
I'm just going to call them trifectas from now on, because those who know. Yeah,
the tries.
The trifectas, everybody. Okay, should we do the next one?
Go on then.
Simpler times back then, going around playing with guns.
Oh, yeah.
Oh God.
Etch-a-sketch.
Etch-a-sketch.
I could never draw with these things. I never got the hang of it. Never got the hang of it.
I got one as a present when I was about 3 years old. Could I draw anything on it? Absolutely not. You got this picture on the bottom here, right? This has got like someone's drawn like an easel on the picture, right, on the screen. And there's no way that you could ever do that. It looked like a bunch of, it looked like a bunch of Lego bricks. There's no way you could make something move that smoothly in a curve using an Etch-a-Sketch. It was not possible.
Absolutely right.
Yeah. I always wanted to draw cars, right? Because I was really into cars. And everything looked like it was made in Lego Town, Block Town. It was just the wheels were square, the windows were
2
square.
bits, 4 bits.
Yeah, just awful. But, they're still fun.
PCAT, do you think this is where Steve Jobs got the idea for the iPad?
Yeah. Yep. I mean, I was so bad at this too. The best I can do was the only way I would have fun was just doing like lines around the perimeter and seeing how many times I can go around in a box and to get to the middle. That was the best I could do.
And then
throwing a face and look mangled.
Then an annoying friend would come along and smack the back of the Etch-a-Sketch and ruin everything, because then all the filings inside it would just like stick to the screen again. And you'd lose your progress. Yeah.
Oh God.
Never learn how to use that at all. I got one, but it was really difficult to use.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just gave
You'd
up
have to
in
be-
the end.
I think you'd have to be very, very good to get the best out of it.
And patient.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because you could only do things on a line as well. Everything was on a connected line. So it's not like you could draw one object, then remove the describer, and then move it across to a different part of the screen. So you had to have lines connecting everything on the screen.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. We always had these. I think we had probably 2 or 3 of them because the knobs would always break off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dirky face numbers Rentschler, mate. For the time, it was magical, mate. They were all magical. For proper quality, you wanted spirograph.
Yeah,
Oh God, no! That was even worse.
This still had that factor though, where you looked at it and you couldn't figure out how it worked. It was kind of like a magical machine that you thought, wow, I'm moving these dials and something's happening and I'm drawing something. It blew your mind really as a little kid, but only as you get older you realize how limited it is, obviously. But you do get it's a very frustrating item. But we're talking 1970s technology here.
Here you go, Sven. Hello, mate. You can draw a cock on it. Possibly.
Blocky cock. Yeah.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah. Minecraft cock.
Mm-hmm. I did wonder when I made this slide here, I did wonder if I should modify it in Photoshop and write "Brown is gay" in blocky letters on it and see how long it's taking to notice.
And on that bombshell, that's Etch-a-Sketch, everybody. Oh.
Who doesn't know this? Who doesn't know this?
Evil Knievel.
Mm-hmm.
My friend had the jump bike.
Oh, I feel like everyone had the jump bike, and also none of them worked.
Well, they kind of did. They kind of did, but then they didn't.
The jump bike worked. I remember my friend had one, next door neighbor, and he goes, zzz, when you do that handle thing, and it went out the window. I remember that, and we couldn't we couldn't find it. It was gone.
Okay. You know what, right? Probably when you think about it, these toys worked as well as the real Evel Knievel.
No, he was very successful. Come on.
Well, not at Wembley, he wasn't. When he broke
well, yeah, of course, but he wouldn't have been called Evel Knievel if he wasn't successful. Come on, he was successful what he did. Very brave as well.
I think was his first name Evelyn or something? They shortened it to Evel.
Yes, yeah. Chat. What was evil? Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Because he wasn't actually evil. He was a nice bloke.
I remember watching it was on World of Sport, ironically enough. So
it was live as well.
It was a Saturday afternoon, live from Wembley Stadium,
right.
when he did that jump, and he literally just broke every bone in his body because he missed it.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, it was exciting though. Let's face it. But my friend, right? As I said, he wound it up and it flew, and the window was open and it flew out the window. And to this day, we never found it. Never found it.
What? Yeah. How high up off the ground were we talking? We're like a block of apartments or what?
Yeah, we're in a council flat. So he used to be our neighbour, and he had the window open because in those days you could open your window really wide. We were on the 5th floor.
Oh my God!
He wound it up and it just went out the window. But the thing is, he was heartbroken when we ran downstairs, got in the lift and ran downstairs. Couldn't find it anywhere. He was crying and everything.
Somebody probably picked it up at Wembley Stadium.
Exactly.
Manuel Bell, numbers went. Rex Kramer, Danger Seeker, Evel Knievel.
Greater than Evel Knievel.
My friend was devastated because that was a new toy.
So has he just he just had the winder that was left?
No, that's all he had to rip him.
Hey, Brown, he threw that through the window after it, because he was supposed to do that. Can you just imagine walking past on the street outside?
There's a fucking motorbike flying by.
On the way to the shop, some old lady with a bag, and then suddenly Evel Knievel flies out of the sky and smacks her on the side of the head.
No, but the thing is, though, in those days, that was the toy to have. See, that was the thing, and that's why he never saw it again because, it was the toy.
He got lucky.
Yeah, some
I had
kid got lucky, I guess.
I had the original jump cycle, which is on the left here, and I had the rocket cycle, which is at the top.
That was the one to get, wasn't it? That was fantastic.
They're exactly the same, apart from the other one's got red cylinders on the side of it. They don't tell you this when they're advertising it, right? But again, you used to smack your knuckles on the ground as well when you were winding the side of it. And they don't tell you that either. So there was no way of protecting your hands. So the amount of kids that had like brazed, completely skinned knuckles by doing this, especially on like rough surfaces. And once you actually did get the thing to launch off and fly forwards, it was kind of a 1 in 10 chance that it would actually shoot off at a decent speed and not sort of loll about for about 2 feet and then fall on its side with its back wheel spinning. So, it wasn't the greatest thing in the world, but when it did work, it worked really, really fun. It was fun. And if you set up jumps for it, it would genuinely fly over the jumps and, do all these crazy things. But it was so rare that you'd get it to do that.
There you go. Look at this, folks. This is good. Manual Grell, numbers wrenched. By the way, after last Saturday's stream, I called my mom and thanked her for buying me all those cool toys when I was a kid.
Oh, that's lovely, that, isn't it?
Maybe
Toys
everybody should do that.
have when you were a kid. Toys,
That's fantastic. And what did your mother say?
I've forgotten all about those.
Prof?
Yeah. I was just say what this reminds me most of. I didn't really see a whole lot of Evel Knievel back in the day, but I did watch Super Dave Osborne.
Oh yeah,
which such a great comedic bit. I love that. He did that for like 4 decades.
Oh wow.
Those always cracked me up, especially when you knew, even as a kid, it made it even funnier when he would, the way the camera would cut and edit it, and it would turn into a dummy crashing into a wall or whatever. But it just made you laugh even harder as a kid.
That's great.
He would strap himself in with his genuine sealskin bindings.
Yeah.
And
Manuel Grell's mum said you owe me $5,000.
That backfired. That really backfired, didn't it?
They'd be worth that now if we've all bought duplicates and stored one.
Yes, they would.
Never mind pension fund and all that.
You always go back in time.
There's always that option. Yeah, Ian, you're right. Absolutely. That bike at the bottom there, Brown, are you partial to a chopper?
Depends whose chopper it is.
Oh, well,
Evel Knievel.
Yeah, I mean,
Arnie.
It's quite a nice looking
Get
chopper.
to the chopper.
Yeah.
And on that chopper bombshell. Fur.
What could possibly be under F, I wonder?
Fur. See, YouTube will see these and place adverts on the letters if we leave it on long enough. Fur.
Everyone that's watching this on the re-rub is going to get adverts for toys. Everyone.
Yeah, but I was getting them last week, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what happens,
isn't it?
Not any good toys.
Yeah. Okay, let's
toys.
Fur for foxtrots.
Oh, what are these?
I don't know if these were available in the US or anywhere else, but in the UK we definitely had loads of these. Generally, like for kids that just loved real world representations of their toys, and there was loads of farming equipment available in toy form in the 70s and 80s, and these were the leading producers of that kind of thing. They were they mirrored Dinky toy quality, where everything was made of die-cast metal and high-quality plastic, and they had all these amazing working features like combine harvesters with rotating blades and swing arms and tractors with hookup pieces on the back. You can see the crop spraying helicopter. These things were really well made. Like they're right up there with Tonka and Disney. Dinky, I meant to say.
Yeah, Britain's was good.
Yeah, really well made. I don't know if anyone here had any.
I never had any of these.
Not this particular brand.
Not this one's. Here in the U.S., we had Ertl, ERTL.
We had those too,
and they made tons of these farm vehicles. In fact, even had ones that were branded with the John Deere tractor name. So yeah, we had some of those back in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, very similar brand.
Britain's used to make World War II action figures as well.
Yeah, you're right. They did, and they did a space sci-fi type thing as well later on.
And there were like little figures on. I think it was on a green metal oblong base, if I remember correctly.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. That's going into the bowels of the 70s and 80s there. I wonder what happened to Britain's.
Good question. I think they just kind of, their business kind of faded out when kids went more towards video games, probably.
Yeah. I think if you sell toys like that now, it would be for adults. It would be, kids won't be interested in stuff like this. Just collectors.
True, yeah. Out of all of these, I've just spotted now that there's one that I had. It's at the top, very top right on the top rectangle, the green truck with the flatbed, which I think was a Mercedes. I think it was a Unimog or something like that they were called. But yeah, that's the one I had. I've forgotten all about that.
I think memory serves me correct. They were very, very well made, and at least the colours were accurate as opposed to dinky.
They were built to last. They were really built to last. They knew kids were going to like jump these things off ramps and smash them into each other and whatever else, you know. And they really did last ages. There's probably loads of people with them in their attics still to this day.
It says Britain's is still around. In '97, it was acquired by Artoo.
There you go.
Oh, okay,
and the farm toy line continues to this day. The company is owned by Tomy.
It's got to be adults buying that stuff. I mean, as I said, I can't see. You know, if you gave a kid that now, they'd just laugh at you, wouldn't they, and chuck it back at you.
Well, having said that, my cousin's son was absolutely. I'm not sure if he still is, but for the first 5-6 years of his life, he was mental about tractors and construction equipment toys.
Mm-hmm.
So he loved this kind of stuff. Every single birthday and Christmas, he had like 3-4 tractors and combines and all that kind of stuff. So there must be kids out there that still love it, I should think. Just not mass market, I don't think.
If these are still being made, why doesn't Jeremy Clarkson approach Tomy to do the Jeremy Clarkson farm range?
Clarkson's Farm. Brand. Yeah, Mr. Trick there. Hey, maybe Brown, maybe you could make some money out of that suggestion. Go and have a word with Tell about it.
That's a very good idea. Yes.
Or someone else does. Quick.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, there was. I did say not C3PO. That vehicle I had was called a Unimog. Nothing to do with the Acolyte character, by the way.
Or Mog, are you there? Mog, are you in the? Have we seen Mog this evening?
Not yet.
Unimog.
He
Is
might
that
be
when
lurking.
Mog goes to university? Professor Artoo. There you go.
Yep.
There's the link.
Britain's farm toys, celebrating 100 years. It says.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's good to say. Good to see that they're still kind of active.
I'm going to have a look at Britain's farm toys afterwards. Oh yes.
Hey!
Evening, Mog. You don't get a welcome like that on Nerdrotic, do you? Hello, mate. Okay, shall we do the next one?
Please do.
Oh, do you know, it's great to see the regulars in. It really does make doing this worthwhile. Guys, you're the best.
You make so, don't you, Brown? Yeah, you make so.
Guys, you're the best. Fisher Price? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's nothing to do with Price of Reason, by the way.
Oh, we got. By the way, we got a new emoji. If you're members, there's a Price of Reason emoji. Let's see some Price of Reason emojis.
Price is right.
Yeah.
Fisher Price here were. This was all pre-Star Wars and during and post-Star Wars. They released all these action figures.
Wow.
5 points of articulation, same kind of scale as Star Wars. They were kind of, because Fisher Price was aimed at the younger market. They were very kind of not very basic, but they were a lot more basic and less real world accurate, with breakable details on them. So they were built to endure a lot of punishment.
Oh yeah. These things stuck around for forever. They were near indestructible. Mm-hmm. The whole Adventure People line, the paint would kind of come off some of them sometimes, or the stickers. But these were built like a tank. You couldn't destroy these things.
Yeah. So on this one, it wasn't until I saw this image here that I remembered which ones I had, and it kind of just all the nostalgic memories came flooding back. The helicopter on the top left of this image right here. Came with 2 pilots. That was awesome. It was like a rescue helicopter with working winch underneath it and boats as well. I played with that for hours in the bath, and sometimes when the bath was full as well. But the main one that I loved. Oh, I had that plane at the bottom. I remember the plane as well. That was
The
absolutely.
plane.
But the helicopter's down there as well. But the main one is that shuttle in the center. That was incredible, absolutely incredible. And the shuttle bay doors opened on the top,
That's
and
fantastic.
there was a mini kind of escape pod type vehicle inside
Yeah.
it that you could eject and slide and mount on the top. You could put your astronaut pilots inside the main cockpit or in the escape vehicle. You could put them in the operation bay at the back. You had like a cable that attached them to make it look like they were floating in space. And there's along the side, this is the greatest thing, along the side there were some sound effect buttons that you pressed, and you had different sound effects for takeoff, landing, computer sounds, explosions, whatever. Absolutely amazing tour. The amount of hours I got fun out of this is just awesome.
Here you go. Gavin Blackburn, Gavin Units, Wrench will spot element, Fisher Price, and Doctor's Waiting Room. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Again, they were indestructible. You could leave them in the doctor's office and they'd be there for years because no one would be able to tear them up.
Don't do things like that no more, do they?
They don't.
Khalid Sawar, element numbers wrenched. The parachute toy was terrific. I'd throw him out the bedroom window.
Oh yeah, we all did that. These are extremely collectible now, though, on the second-hand market. There's so many collectors out there that love them. And they're kind of up there with Playmobil as collectibles. Again, it's the nostalgia thing. When kids, we used to have them when we were little, and then we all lost them from whatever reason or other. And as an adult, you just get that nostalgic buzz, and you want to recreate that memory and have that memory back in your hand. And so people go crazy for these online. Some of them reach into the hundreds and thousands of these things.
Do Fisher Price still make toys like this?
Honestly, don't know. I think they're more inclined towards preschoolers, whereas
that's what I thought. Yeah,
these are more sort of between the age of 3 and 10. I suppose they cater for.
Yeah, the little people line is much more common now than the adventure people stuff. Yeah.
These were superb.
P, did you have any Fisher Price?
I had some of these. I didn't get them new. I had they were, I guess, hand-me-downs, so to speak. The one that and it was only a handful. The one that I always that stood out was the blue van that's there in the bottom left.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for some reason I don't know why I just didn't have this. I don't know if it was what reasoning was, but I had a handful that were given to me by either older cousins or older friends of the family that would just given to me when I was a kid.
I think my friend had the parachutist, but I don't think it was Fisher Price. But anyway, okay. Fisher Price, everybody. That's the shuttle, I assume.
Yeah,
there it is.
Well, look at that.
There it is. Man, the amount of fun I had out of this is superb. And there's the small vehicle. You can see it popping out of the center there at the bottom.
Oh yeah. Is this just your personal toy collection, all these slides?
I just happen to have a lot of the popular toys that are around. So yeah.
I assume you've not got this then. No.
Sadly, no. I wish I'd kept it though. I really wish.
When do you think it disappeared?
Oof, 1984-ish sort of time. I think it was probably my parents having a clean out and get rid of a lot of toys that they thought I didn't play with anymore. So they were all gone.
Here you go. Gavin Blackburn wrenched was spoilt bastard.
Yeah, probably was. Although not as spoilt as a lot of people. Trust me.
Do we know what the price of these were again? Retail when they were new?
This was probably about £20 at the time. Around that point. Today it'd probably be about 80 quid. That's your thing. I don't know what it is in dollars, but
how much would this be worth now though, if pristine boxed?
Oh, you're looking in the hundreds for this now. Probably about 300-400 quid at least.
That's what I'm saying. They've really gone up, haven't they? I mean, like even as I said, even Sock'em and Rock'em, it's like fucking 300 quid just to get one. It's madness.
If you've got a working one of the with the electronics working, all the accessories, or if it's never been opened, you're looking closer to £1,000. I would have thought for this.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, why didn't we buy two?
Yeah, I know. But man, I did love playing with this one. You didn't need friends to play with a lot of these adventure people toys either. No one else was available. You could just grab your space shuttle run into the garden and have an adventure on an alien planet. And you didn't because there were no good guys and bad guys, so it was just literally just an adventure
You
without.
only needed your imagination.
Well, playing with stuff like this as a kid does spur your imagination on. That's why most of the writers that write for Hollywood, they've got no imagination because they never went through stuff like this, like we did.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you think that's why Ryan Johnson's Star Wars failed, because he'd never played with toys like this before?
I think it might be, I think it might be because we all did that, in the rockery in our parents' garden and in the sandpit, and like me and you, Brown, with our Space 1999 Eagles.
Yeah,
we'd basically recreate those amazing scenes from the TV show and have our own kind of moon base and stuff, and we'd be loading things up and flying away and having battles and having perils and in dangerous situations and rescuing our other action figures. And man, we'd be gone for hours having the most incredible adventures in our head, and it encourages that kind of imagination to be sparked. And I think a lot of the people that work in Hollywood these days don't have that initiative.
Whereas,
go ahead.
Ryan Johnson would be out in the garden playing with a couple of onions from the garden.
But do you know, when we played with toys like that, any kind of toy, when in our imagination, when we were playing with them, we had a beginning, a middle, and an end to our story. When we were playing them. Do you know what I mean? So it wasn't like you just picked up a car and started driving it. When you picked up a toy car and you started driving it on the desk, you knew where it was going. It was going to the shops, or it was going to get some petrol, or it was. Do you know what I mean? It's
a car chase.
That's right. It started from your desk, and then the climax was either a car chase or shootout. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. In your head, it was like you were making stuff up.
So
they don't have that today.
Figured out where Ryan Johnson went wrong then, yes. Okay.
The other beauty was if you'd be outside, you would do completely different things or use stuff in nature, rocks or whatever, to enhance or part of your storytelling as a kid.
Exactly, yeah.
Do you reckon Ryan Johnson was playing with a couple of onions and the broomstick out the backyard?
And probably had a tramp as a best friend.
That's where he came up with Broom Boy.
Yeah, and sad sack Luke Skywalker.
Okay, let's move on. G-A. Who remembers Run Around with Mike Reed?
Yeah.
Go.
He used to scare me. Mike Reed did when I was little.
Run Around was fantastic.
If people are not native to the UK and you've never heard of Run Around before, just type it into YouTube. 1970s UK TV Run Around, and you'll see what we're talking about.
It was genuinely a good format.
Do you know what I thought was good? I don't know if you guys remember it. Was what's that show where they used to have the kids and every time they answer the question right, they give them a toy. But the idea was that they had to hold the toys, and if they dropped one, they'd lose a toy.
Oh, Crackerjack!
Crackerjack, that's what it was. Yeah, do you remember that one?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Crackerjack was a bizarre concept, wasn't it? Where did they come up with the idea for that? Kids' game show.
It was in the 60s, or was it 50s? Yeah.
Wow.
Obviously, Franco Walker and we all are old enough to remember Crackerjack. Crackerjack! Because they used to get a pencil, didn't they? That was
when they lose.
And there was a dud prize, wasn't there? Like you got given a cabbage or something.
Yes. So now, you get if you didn't answer the question, you'd be given a cabbage. So you have to hold the cabbage as well as your toys.
Yeah.
So it just made it worse to try and hold them all.
Sad thing is, as I was saying, I could crush a grape. Gavin was typing it. I could crush a grape. Okay. G, everybody. I assume this is aimed at the Americans.
And the Brits as well, because there were a lot of British kids who. This is basically just the original incarnation of a lot of Action Force figures and toys. So they were repainted for the UK market. So we all know G.I. Joe as well.
Go on then.
This is what you're seeing. What you're seeing on screen here is the early 1980s, 1982, 1983 lineup of the original figures. And this was after the downsizing of the 12-inch GI Joe figure to save on plastic production costs. And it was probably the best move they ever did because they could make some incredible accessories and vehicles. One of which is on the screen right here, which was the Mobat, the battle tank, not battle wank, battle tank.
It's very impressive, yes.
Yeah, and it's at a 3-speed operation function with the turret on the top. If you pushed it in a certain way, it would go forwards, left or right, or reverse. Just brilliant. So, and the action figures, obviously, with all these points of articulation on them, made them superior to absolutely everything else that was around, including Star Wars. So I absolutely loved this design, called the O-ring design, with an O-ring of like rubber inside the torso.
All right, you enjoy an O-ring, do you?
Loved a good O-ring, Brown. Yeah. Unfortunately, they did perish and break as the figures got on.
Yeah, you sometimes would blow out your O-ring.
Which is never nice.
You stretch the ring too far, then it did get
not good.
damaged.
Not good. Yeah. When you blow an O-ring out, world of hurt.
I love while I love Star Wars more as entertainment, so when it comes to the action figures, this to me blew away the Star Wars action figures.
Oh yeah,
Really?
It had a fun cartoon series too, and obviously comic books. But I love the cartoon as well. I used to get home from school, and they would have an episode on. So before or after homework, I'd definitely watch one of these episodes.
Yep, and then you'd get the little PSAs in the middle, like this is why you shouldn't ride on the bottom of the shopping cart.
Yes.
And now you know, and knowing is half the battle.
Yep. And as a wrestling fan, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say pork chop sandwiches.
It's not very diverse.
Well, I don't know. I mean, we got a person of color at the top left there. We've got
The
a lady
token.
with red hair.
That guy looks like Man of Arms, doesn't he? That guy looks like Man of Arms. Man of Arms from
yeah.
Round the bottom, doesn't
Duncan. Yeah, Duncan.
Oh yeah, Man at Arms. Yeah.
That's, I do believe you're referring to the laser trooper called Flash, who's on the left there in his sci-fi gear.
Flash.
Yeah. My favorite character was always Snake Eyes, who's in the middle. He's the black-suited commando who never spoke.
Two versions.
Did we ever get the G.I. Joe movie?
Yeah,
well, there was an animated movie that they made, which kind of jumped the shark a bit, and then there was two live action films, which nobody talks about.
Yeah,
they don't exist in my world.
Yeah, and that awful Snake Eyes movie from a few years ago, which is just
no. That exists even less.
Yeah, so G.I. Joe on screen really only should exist in the animated form, unless you're going to do it right and do it, do this, make it as accurate to the original concept as possible. The closest we ever got, which was that cheesy classic Megaforce.
Oh yeah,
yes.
I remember that.
Oh yeah.
Megaforce.
But as the series went on, there were more and more diverse characters. So we got a whole range of different ethnicities, and both men and women, and robots as well.
These are still popular, aren't they? They're still making these, yeah.
Oh, people still love these. I mean, they're more collector's items these days because kids aren't really into toys that much these days. But man, G.I. Joe still sells well now. It's still a marketable, a bankable brand, should we say? Yeah.
Yeah, that's where kids are just missing. The kids are missing out on all this imagination and fun.
Yeah.
With the friends, which they'd rather substitute them for online, and it's shite.
It is. It really is. This is just stuff you used to hold in your hand, and you could. The one thing I used to love was having one of my favorite figures and just posing it in a really cool action pose with my favorite weapons on the bedstand before I went to sleep at night. And then the first thing you'd see when you woke up the next day is your figure's back there again. It was great.
Kids, if you're watching this, toys, come on.
Yep.
Ditch the fucking iPads.
Yeah.
So this is G. So Galactic. What is this then?
I can't remember the exact name they gave it. I think it was Galactic Battle or Galactic Invaders.
Yes.
The one I had personally here was on the left, which I got one Christmas for a present. And it's basically Space Invaders. They don't show the graphics on the screen here, unfortunately, but it was very, very similar to Astro Wars. It's
Yeah.
It was,
exactly the same concept. Astro Wars was on
Yeah.
like a mini arcade machine, desktop arcade machine, where this was more handheld.
Yeah, it was very basic, wasn't it? The graphics
Yeah.
when you were playing it, very, very basic. But it was very enjoyable though.
Oh,
As
yeah.
a kid, you could be sitting there for ages playing that game.
I did.
Crazy.
Yeah. Licensed as Galaxy Invader. Yes.
That's the one.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, it was the one on the left. I also remember that one. Yeah, Galaxy Invader.
That they used the one on the left there in an episode of Ahsoka, I think it was.
Yes.
Yeah, and they turned it upside down and repainted it, but I spotted it straight away as soon as I saw it.
That's
Well,
Ahsoka,
Filoni's- yeah, that's Filoni doing that. I knew straight away. But these were great though. I mean, for what as basic as they were, I got some genuine hours of enjoyment out of mine. But you know, they obviously technology progressed and everyone kind of moved on to real computers.
Well,
Game
that
Boys.
it was the beginning of kids looking at screens, wasn't it? When they started introducing these. So yeah.
Bugger.
Yeah. But I did also have at the time, I'm not sure if Brown's included it in the slides. I'm not sure when it will come up, depending on how many of these shows we do. But I did at the same time as I had this, there was like a little bit of a craze at my school for Game & Watch Pac-Man watches.
Oh yeah, we had all them. Yeah.
I remember them.
So,
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I was so lucky to get one. And I just, every single break time, I'd just be out there playing Pac-Man on my watch. Just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And it was so basic, but it lent itself well to the Pac-Man gameplay. So you didn't really need it to be all that advanced. You just needed the little sprites to move around the screen, as basic as Game & Watches were. It worked for those until someone who I had round my house to play with toys one time stole mine, and I never found out who it was, but I never got another one. So if anyone ever sees a Pac-Man watch available online anywhere, just let me know, because I wouldn't mind buying another one just to replace it.
That is exactly what happened to me. My friend stole a toy from me as well. Yeah.
Did you have the Pac-Man watch with the 4 buttons up, down, left, right, or the one with the little mini joystick?
The one with the buttons. I only saw the joystick one recently after researching the watch, but that blew me away when I saw that. I thought, wow, a joystick? No way. But yeah, mine was the button one, so it worked just as well.
Yeah.
Ian, you didn't have much luck, did you? You got your you got your Enterprise sat on.
Yeah.
You got your Beretta stolen.
That's right. Yeah.
What else? Anything else?
I got well, that wasn't mine. That was my friend's. But I also had the RoboCop gun that got stolen on the set.
No.
Yeah, so somebody stole that as well.
God, that would hurt.
It did hurt. It did hurt. Bastards. Anyway.
Okay, should we do the next one then?
Moving on.
I don't remember these. What are these?
Did you ever see the cartoon?
Galaxy Rangers?
No.
Absolutely beautifully animated cartoon. It came out in about 1986, I want to say, 85, something like that. You were probably a bit too old for that kind of thing at that time, I should think. Cartoons and Saturday morning cartoons.
No, I used to watch
and fun.
cartoons all the time.
And fun.
Well, do you know what, right? This looks like something that's actually made by an adult who has no fucking idea about kid stuff.
Oh, it's not Ruin Johnson, is it?
Yeah, let's make
Kennedy.
cowboys in space. That's the idea, isn't it? It's like looks a bit stupid actually.
James Gunn made these, did he?
But these are really collectible these days. They're going for a lot on the market now. There's a lot of people out there that want this full set. But they were a little bit limited. There weren't that many of these made, and the range wasn't particularly broad. I think they probably just wanted to try the first wave and limit it and see how well they did. And it didn't really take off toy-wise. I think the cartoon was a lot more successful. But the cartoon, I mean, as cheesy as the cartoon is, you go back and watch it now, and you can really appreciate how beautiful the animation is in it. The characters,
it's gorgeous.
Yeah. We just do not get shows made with that kind of passion and workmanship anymore in them.
Yeah, this was not some cheap filmation thing that was thrown together and ran at 3 frames a second. This was one that was made by a Japanese studio, And it had all these different Wild West themes incorporated into it, but then it also had a bunch of different story beats and stuff. Like the main character, he goes on his adventure because his wife was kidnapped by the crown, I think is what they called it. It was just
Queen of the Crown,
Queen of the So it's like the evil empire sort of kidnaps his wife, and so he gathers together these rangers to go and fight. And to stop the tyranny of the crown and whatever. Yeah.
Here you go, folks. Manuel Grell wrenched. That is where Dave Trustin Filoni got his outfit from.
Maybe he's a fan. Yeah, maybe he's a fan. I think this would, if handled by the right people, this would make an excellent film. The concept of this, because the characters were amazing. The production design was amazing. The designs of the ships. The aliens in it, the enemies, the guns, the outfits, everything just looked incredible. And if they made this today, I would be straight there to watch it because it would.
There you go in your next project, Galaxy Rangers. Let's do a GoFundMe. How much do you reckon it'd cost? How many? What do you reckon? What would be production? You could do a lot of this in AI, couldn't you?
I reckon it'll cost $2 billion. That's what I reckon. I'll take the first billion as a producer.
Okay. Chat, are you up to it? $2 billion. GoFundMe. Do you reckon we could do it?
If no one's seen this, by the way, if no one's seen this cartoon, I recommend popping on YouTube and having a look for the theme tune video. Just type in Galaxy Rangers theme tune, and it'll have an animated video to go with it. And you'll get all the beauty of the animation and also awesome theme tune song that went with it. Just when they really took pride in their productions back in the 80s and really put effort in musically to give the show an identity. And Ulysses was another one. Ulysses 31 is an incredible theme tune. Yep. This is no exception either. Just amazing. And Mask as well. They all had great theme tunes, but this had a really, really good one.
Adam Party.
The three has a diverse cast, and that wasn't forced. You got a black guy there. Is that a black guy?
Yeah, there is.
Probably.
Yeah.
There you go. Ardent Party. Hello, my friend. The right people, so not Snyder, Filoni, Whedon, then.
I wouldn't comment. They wouldn't be on the top of my list to call on. No, there was a female ranger as well. It was an absolutely super hot woman. The animators were obviously jerking themselves off when they drew her. Good lord, just look her up, man. Oh my god! But not one of the action figures. Not one of the action figures, sadly.
There you go. Flavius X Wrench will spot there, my friend. Galaxy Rangers, and there you go. That's
excellent.
The link.
Thanks, Flav.
Is that the series then, probably, or the
theme tune?
The theme tune, probably. I'll take a look.
Did Dennis Waterman compose it?
Yeah, he did.
It's far too good for him. Far too good for him. Way too good.
Okay, so Galaxy Rangers, Ian's next project. You heard it first.
Absolutely.
Oh yes.
Now, I can't remember. Did I put this one in Swappers, or did you?
I think I did. Yeah, I know it's not to be a toy, but it kind of is toy-like, and it's the fact that it's portable. And it's
a toy. For me, it's a toy.
It's the fact that you can hold it in your hands and take it anywhere with you, stick it in your pocket, use it in car journeys, is a toy in that respect. So I thought, there's probably going to be a lot of people out there that complain if I don't put it in. So I will put it in. I did have this. I had Tetris. I had a load of games for it, actually. And it was before this, I had an Atari Lynx, which was far more powerful.
Oh, nice.
Oh, so did I. I had a Lynx as well. Yeah.
Nice.
I won the Lynx in a competition. Yeah, and this one came out in the shop. No, I don't still have it, sadly. I sold it on. I swapped it. I swapped the Lynx, actually, for this. The Game Boy.
That's a downgrade.
Yeah.
But having said that, this had far many games available for it, so I got a lot more enjoyment out of the Game Boy than I did the Lynx in the end. But the Lynx was great.
It was a good system. Yeah, it had really limited library though.
Yeah, the graphics was black and white as far as I can remember. Was the graphics black and white?
For the original Game Boy, yeah. Well, it was green and gray, 16 levels of gray. Yeah.
Wasn't this invented by the Nintendo cleaner janitor or something?
I don't know.
There's a video on. I was watching a YouTube about this Nintendo, the janitor. It was basically his idea to do the Game Boy. It's on there. It's on the YouTube somewhere. It was a janitor in Nintendo who invented the Game Boy. I may have been tripping or something when I was watching it, so don't quote me.
The guy who invented the Game Boy was Gunpei Yokoi, and he might have gotten some ideas from someone else at the company, but yeah, Gunpei is the one who's widely considered to be the father of the Game Boy. So
There you go.
They wanted a video game equivalent to the Walkman, didn't they? Hence the name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think on the video, Nintendo were a bit. It's got to have a color screen. Got to have a color screen. But I think the guy who invented it said, "No, you don't need a color screen."
Yeah, it meant that there was a lot more power that you could put into the battery life. So they still used AA batteries in it, but they had about a 14-hour battery life, whereas the Lynx only had about 4 hours because it was the amount of power.
Yeah. The original, there were some people who were pushing originally for actual, color LCDs in this, but Gunpei and a couple of his more senior engineers were essentially they wanted this to be a more simple toy. This was essentially supposed to be a 15 years newer version of the Game & Watch, right? It was supposed to be simple. It was supposed to be durable. It was something you could give to kids to play with because it didn't cost too much money and it wasn't going to fall apart the first time they played with it. It wasn't too complicated. And that was the idea. Really, the focus of it was to make this something that was going to be a durable and low cost device that they could develop and sell a lot of them. Whereas if they were going to go with something with a color display, at least at the time, that it was going to be far more expensive and far more complicated. And like you said, the battery life would have been much poorer and all sorts of stuff.
Do we know how many units the Game Boy shifted? A lot, didn't it?
Yeah.
Total? I mean, they continued selling this until I think 2003.
Yeah.
In different markets. They sold it for almost 30 years.
Shit.
Well, this was still available when the Game Boy, there was a Game Boy DX that came out, I think it was called. And that was sort of, had about sort of 4 to 8 colors. And it was a smaller size, a smaller form factor, sort of slimmer. And then they brought out the GBA, which is the full on, a Game Boy Color it was. And then they brought out the GBA.
So they had the Game Boy Light. And the Game Boy Pocket. So the Game Boy Pocket, and then the Game Boy Light, and then the Game Boy Color.
That was
I did not have one of these original Game Boys. I knew a bunch of people around me that had one. I never had one until actually when I graduated from high school. I used some of the money that I got for my graduation to buy my first game. I bought a Game Boy Pocket, and I loved that thing. It was cool. It was great, and you had this huge library of stuff you could play on it.
There you go.
The original DMG. Yep.
Went to a spot. Good work, mate. The Game Boy and its variants, including Game Boy Pocket, Game Boy Light, Game Boy Color, have sold a total of 118 million. Shit. Banging on Mr. Banging Alliance. Okay, I killed it. Okay. Should we do the next one? I killed that, folks. Sorry. Should we do the next one?
Go ahead.
Yes. Welcome to banging. Who's banging?
That's me moving my mic.
Is this Glider? I had some of these.
I don't know how far-reaching they were. The manufacturer for these for which countries, but in the UK, everyone went crazy for these. They were available everywhere, from like garden centres to holiday resorts to paper shops.
Is this in the 70s?
Absolutely everywhere, yes,
and 80s. Yeah.
80s as well. I remember. Yeah. I remember something similar in the 70s, but I don't remember these in the 80s. Interesting.
Yeah.
They had these until the 90s. These were still around. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I actually remember. I was at a Christmas function for like it was a club. I can't remember what group it was, Knights of Columbus or something like that. That one of my relatives was a member of, and they gave some of these away to all the kids at the start of the party, they were going to give out like gifts and stuff, from Santa later on, but they had all these little things they gave around to kids. And one of them one of the kids opened up was a Japanese Zero.
I had that
and
one.
one of the people who was there one of the men was very pissed off because he had fought in World War II, and he was really angry that the kid was playing with a Japanese Zero.
Here you go, Sun and Storm Arranged. Got these from the post office. They were like 15p. Yeah, I remember buying these on the way home from school. I think I bought the Japanese one. Yeah, probably the Japanese one. I can't remember if I bought any of the other ones, but definitely remember buying the Japanese Zero.
So
Yeah,
do you actually
definitely
wind them up and then throw them in the air and they fly?
Oh no, you just throw them.
Yeah, because the propeller on the front sort of caught the air current, and
yeah.
I think it was like a clear plastic that just slid over the polystyrene, wasn't it?
it was.
Yeah. It was really
weighted
just a
clear
decorated weight. Yeah, it was a decorative weight.
You could get. I don't think it was this model, but you could get ones what were you had an elastic band that you'd wind.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. I don't think it was quite the same, but yeah.
Yeah, those were usually made of like balsa wood.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, on these polystyrene ones, you could get like a craft knife or something and slit the points on the trailing edge of the wings and position them in a certain way to get them to bank or flying loose.
early ones.
I think the closest I've seen these ones to is because I used to work in Hamleys, and they used to demonstrate things similar. They used to throw it in the air, and the plane used to come back to the guy who threw it.
The plane.
Was it something like that though? Was it something like that?
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, if you knew what you were doing, you could get it to do that.
Okay. Yeah, as I said, I remember buying those. Definitely the Japanese Zero. So
Yeah, very easy to break, very easy to lose.
or sit on.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are these?
This is GoBots, isn't it?
This is now this is GoBots. This is what they were called for the first year or so before they were rebranded as GoBots. When they brought GoBots basically was the polarization of the franchise. So they made good GoBots and bad GoBots or evil GoBots. When they were called Robo Machine, they were literally just robots that transformed, and they didn't have any kind of allegiance. So it was up to you to make up your own stories, kind of like Transformers with Diaclone. They didn't have any bad guys or good guys. It was just, this was it. You made up your own stories.
Mm-hmm.
What year were these?
I remember these.
83, 84.
Oh, so this is just a rip-off of Transformers then?
Well, it wasn't, no, because they kind of came out. These may have made it to market before Transformers.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah, the Diaclone figures in Japan there were a whole bunch of these. They had ones that were actually quite a few of the early Diaclone things, if I remember correctly, were a bunch of like household objects. So they weren't like cars and planes; they were like trash cans and like lighters and stuff like
yeah,
that.
really strange things transformed into. Yeah, you're right.
Lighters? Zippos? What?
So that's
Yes,
the Japanese
like a Zippo.
market for you, though. They're insane. The Japanese are literally insane. They'll do anything. And they had like a gold metal lighter. It didn't work, but you could split it apart and it turned into a little robot. They had the digital watch that you could put on your wrist. There were loads of things that they transformed into weren't really great alternative modes. And it was only when Diaclone came out. So you had Microman and Micro Change that made all these kind of strange alternate objects that were household items. And then you had Diaclone that made all this really cool stuff like cars and planes and stuff.
Yeah. And then Diaclone eventually turned into Transformers.
Yeah.
And this, Bandai
Why does
took off of the Takara toys. Yeah.
Why does Diaclone sound like a diarrhea treatment?
To us it does, yeah. Not to the Japanese.
Jonathan Ross.
What are we eating?
Me.
What are we eating?
Me.
What are we eating?
Pizza. Pizza. I told you. I was having
Did we
pizza.
find out what flavour is it?
Pizza flavor.
Just pizza flavour.
It's just pizza. It's got tomato pizza.
Has it got pineapple on it?
No, not at all.
Okay, moving on then. Okay.
I was going to say, Jonathan Ross, He collects toys. He's got like this whole room full of, weird and wonderful toys and
Yeah, I've seen 'em.
collectibles
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
into stuff like this, isn't he?
he's
Yeah.
very much into stuff like this. He's probably got this as well.
He's probably got quite a few. I think most of his collection is based on Japanese stuff, really obscure.
Right. We should have
bizarre.
invited him on, shouldn't we?
Oh, you can always do it for next week.
Anybody know his? You know Jonathan Ross that you're in?
No.
I think he did. Okay. I've met him a few times, but anyway.
But these Robo Machine were a lot smaller than Transformers. They were very, very small and a lot cheaper as well. And the transformations were a hell of a lot more basic than Transformers. And that's probably where they went wrong with their line. They tried to compete with Transformers, and Transformers came in and basically blew them out of the water because kids wanted to go for the more sort of detailed, more technical toy with a better alternative mode. Instead of a lot of these toys were basically lay them down and pull their arms in to make them look like a vehicle, and then stand them up and pull their feet out to look like a robot. That was it. That was all you did. Whereas Transformers, there were a lot more steps involved, so they're a lot more kind of interactive, and they're more like a puzzle. I think that's what most kids found more appealing about it. So after the Robo Machine line, it transmogrified, if you like, into GoBots, which I think I've got more pictures of in a sec.
Okay.
And the existing figures were carried over and rebranded.
Here you go, Cartoon Man 154 Wrenched. He did a show in the mid 2000s called Japanorama. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's right.
On BBC Three, I think. Oh, there you go.
And there's a video he did a couple of years ago with the Leicester Vintage Toy Shop guys, and they went to his storehouse or his offices, wherever it is in London, where he's got all his toys on display.
I saw that one.
Yeah, it's fantastic. The amount of stuff that you see that he's got there, incredible, absolutely incredible.
Here you go, Fat Lobber Wrenched. Will spot them. Not many toys survived the fire in my house. What? Damn. Oof. The house was gutted, probably.
That's a really kind of morbid version of Toy Story, isn't it?
You know what's interesting? Every year we have Christmas, and every year we have a cheesy Christmas movie, but there's never been a Christmas movie about the actual toys themselves.
Yeah,
because Christmas is, for kids, it's all about toys, isn't it?
Well, there's an idea for a feature production there, Ian.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's interesting.
I didn't explain that again. I didn't quite catch that.
Sorry, got a mouthful of pizza. I was saying that every year they make Christmas movies, and it's always cheesy Christmas movies about romance, but they never make a Christmas movie about toys, about the toys you got for Christmas. Because, as I said, for kids, it's all about the toys. It's not about anything else.
What about you making a movie of the Enterprise getting destroyed, but not by the self-destruct
button,
but by something else, like your brother's backside.
Instead of like the Borg cube coming through space towards the ship, it could be this giant
ass.
If you look here at the bottom as well, I've only just noticed this, but it makes me laugh every time I see it. There's a Jeep toy right at the bottom, on the bottom row, right in the center. So it transforms from robot to Jeep. And because he's got a spare wheel at the back of the Jeep, when you stand the figure up, the head pops out of the back, and he's got the spare wheel attached to his head, which makes him look like a moth from IT Crowd.
I still have
toys. Sorry, Matt, what was those other toys that they had magnets? You can pull the robots apart, and they had little ball joints, and you could stick them with magnets, and you could take the hand off, but it'll stick it back with a magnet. It was like what was that one called?
I can't remember. Honestly, no, I can't. Off the top of my head, I can't remember. We may have them somewhere in
Magnet Man.
In the slideshow, but I'll look it up and try and find out. I know the ones you're talking about, though, but we might get to it. We might get to it. Anyway,
you say we?
H.
Okay, I think we've got some super chats. Should we do the supers? Well, that's H. Okay, let's do the supers. How's your pizza in? Tasty?
Lovely. Lovely.
Have you got any sides with it, like coleslaw or anything?
Yep. Coleslaw.
Anything
Absolutely
else?
gorgeous. No, just coleslaw and a glass of Ribena. What more can anyone want?
Oh, it's like being 10 again, isn't it?
Ew, pizza. Deep pan or
No,
thin?
no. Thin.
You like it thin, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Mega Spider-Man, Rich, €5. Thank you, my friend. To all, favorite Christmas comedy and why?
Comedy.
Ooh, favorite? I mean, there's some great ones. There's Christmas Vacation, Scrooged. I think I would have to go with Christmas Vacation. I mean, just of all time. I mean, there's so many good ones, but Christmas Vacation is just an absolute classic.
Anybody else?
Christmas Story for me.
Malcolm and Wise Christmas Special, 1977, or was it 1978?
Yeah,
One of them.
yeah. Morecambe and Wise,
Malcolm and Wise was
fantastic.
brilliant.
I'm gonna raise you, Ian, with that.
Go on,
Stanley
then.
Baxter.
Oh yeah, Stanley Back. He used to make some great Christmas ones, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
he was funny, man. It was funny.
The shows got cancelled because
It's too expensive.
they were too expensive. One show a year,
Exactly.
ITV couldn't afford them, but they were
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. Oh, I agree, PCAT. Christmas Story.
Yeah,
Just
Christmas
such a
Christmas
classic.
Story is great. Yeah, Christmas Story is
It's
great.
it was always bigger here in the U.S. In the U.K., it wasn't nearly as big as it was here.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, every year I have to watch that one.
It is. Yeah,
I
that's
saw
an
it
every
for
year one.
the first time 2 years ago, and I loved it. I thought it was a lot of fun. I didn't understand the father having the lamp, the leg. Is it the leg lamp?
The leg
I didn't
lamp.
understand it
Oh,
at all. Yeah,
it's
but
completely
apart from that-
absurd. It's
Yeah.
it's not. You're not supposed to get it. It's not supposed to make sense. It's an absurd prize to win for
It's a
pulling out
major reward.
crossword. Yeah.
Which one of your old toys would you most like to come to life or become giant?
Rock'em and
Ian?
Sock'em. Rock'em and Sock'em, definitely. I've actually got. I'm looking at them right now. The red. Was it red bot and the blue bot? I'd like them to come to life. That'd be amazing.
Not the Enterprise.
Well, my brother sat on that, didn't he? So
Yeah, but it'd be great to have a life-size Enterprise, wouldn't it?
oh, it'd be awesome, wouldn't it? Awesome.
Anybody else?
As a kid, I always wanted a life-size AT-AT.
Oh, well, you better watch one in what you call it? That film that's coming up soon. Grogu.
Oh,
You can borrow it off my brother, Matt.
yeah.
Matt, you can borrow it off my brother. I sent Matt a picture of my brother with all the toys from Star Wars. One Christmas, he got all of them.
You're not jealous, though, are you, Ian? You're not bitter.
We're just sitting there going, "What the?"
You're
fuck?
raging.
Yeah.
I think I was more sort of wanting to shrink myself down to the size of the toy than blow a toy up to a certain size. Because the toys just look like, you sort of look inside at all the compartments and everything in the seats and stuff, and you just dreamed about being in the pilot seat or in the cargo compartment, like the Dinky Eagles, with the doors on the sides. You wish you could sort of go inside the central compartment and find out what it's like in there and walk around. And the Star Wars Millennium Falcon, actually just sit in the gun emplacement in the back of it or whatever. Sit in the pilot seat of the Snowspeeder. Oh, just incredible! Would have loved doing that. But Christmas comedies, I'd have to say my favorite of all time was the as an adult anyway, was the Father Ted Christmas comedy. Just amazing.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah.
Okay, got another one. Mega wrenched €5. To all, fave swap shop quotes and why? Ooh, we're getting very meta now, aren't we?
I don't know if he had any quotes. Do you have any quotes, Matt?
Not that I can remember, mate, to be honest with you. Unless he's talking about the TV show, but then I can't remember any quotes from that either.
I can't remember them either. I used to watch Tiswas.
Oh, come on, Swappy, you must have some quotes.
Fucked if I know.
There you go, that's one. Be fucked if I know.
Yeah. Honestly, can't remember. I don't think I have any.
We'll work on it. Okay, so this right, we're getting to it now. Fave. Oh, we're gonna be here all night. Fave mega geek quotes and why?
It's
So
shit.
what, right?
The woke. Anybody else?
Shite. It's gotta be shite. I love that.
Yeah, it's shit. I just think let's not fuck with it. Let's just go back with the classics, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does what it says on the tin. It's shit. Go on in, say it for us.
It's shit, mate. That's what it is. Mouthful of pizza.
You could easily come up with an AI rendered action figure of yourself with pull cord that comes out with all your catchphrases.
Okay, we'll throw that open to the chat. Okay.
You can get AI to make you look like a toy, because my sister did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, they're coming in here. So here we go. Next slide. It's shit. Oh, look who it is, everybody. Common people. Hello, my friends. Good to see you. Missed out on the memberships again. Poor you. Seriously? Onion movies. Oh, Ian, there you go.
I know, does he know? Brilliant.
Sun and Storm Edged. Fave Mega Geek quotes. Ian?
I love woke stuff. I do. Do I say that?
I do.
Do I say that? Do I? I've never said I love woke stuff.
This is a classic. I refuse to watch any new Star Wars.
There you go. That is true.
I think that's somebody else, by the way. That's Z's.
That's Z's.
Oh, here you go then.
Good luck, everybody. Yeah, that was concerning Doctor Who, wasn't it?
Obviously, this is a new one.
Still Superman again. 5 times. Not good.
Okay. And here you go, folks. Mog just being stupidly generous. Look at that.
Oh,
10 NBA memberships.
Nice.
Mog, thank you, my friend. Beyond generous, my friend. If you've got an NBA, let's see some emojis. Could we see Four Fingers, Daisy Ridley, and Common People? Because I know Common People will like that. Okay.
Daisy Ridley.
Cheers, Mog. Okay. H.
Mr.
Should we do it?
Is there anyone out there that still says H, or is it just H these days?
H. Is it H? How do you pronounce A? H. Is it H? H?
I don't know.
Anybody? No? H?
There's no hey in the US. It's just H, but yeah.
It's a silent H at the start of H.
Yeah.
Who's doing the washing on one of those washing dollies?
That's me closing the brines.
The brines. Okay.
Brines.
The brines.
Okay. What ASMR?
H is for
ASMR.
How dare you?
Yes.
I had this frustration. The whole.
Oh yeah.
I come from a family of 7, and we used to play this every Saturday, and people used to get upset and scream at each other, and and all that.
Okay,
stuff.
this was underage because I think it was called something else, wasn't it?
I had it as trouble.
Yeah, in the US it was trouble.
Yeah, it's called frustration in the UK.
Why was it in H then?
I don't know.
I even looked it up and I can't remember.
It had Pop-O-Matic in the middle. Do you remember that? They created that Pop-O-Matic thing, yeah.
Pop-O-Matic pops the dice.
Yeah. It's a great game.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
It's under H for a reason, folks. As I said, I even looked it up today just to double check.
What was it called then? So it wasn't called frustration.
Just talk amongst yourselves while I go through the download.
Okay.
Obviously, this makes great viewing.
As I said, I remember my family having huge arguments over this.
Headache.
Yes, there was another game called Headache. Yeah,
I remember that.
Also made by Milton Bradley.
Yeah.
It had a different track layout than the Trouble and Frustration.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it was a similar game.
Mm-hmm.
Look how violent that poster on the box is, with that hand slamming down on the.
Is that what you
screaming?
Is that what you did to your brother when he smashed your Enterprise up?
Nah, I couldn't hit my brother. He's such a nice guy, my brother. Real sweetie pie. He didn't do it deliberately. He just sat down.
I remember I think we had was it the thing in the middle? Was it Pop-O-Matic?
Yeah, Pop-O-Matic.
TM. Pop-O-Matic
Yeah.
TM.
It was on everything after that. Once it got introduced to this, then it was on Snakes and Ladders. It was on everything. Pop-O-Matic, yeah.
Yeah, we had a Pop-O-Matic game, and just simple game played with your family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Analog toys again.
Yeah, just perfection.
That was a different one.
Again, I would say every Christmas there'd be an advert for MB games. It'll be some toy or some game or whatever. MB was always on at Christmas, every ad.
Some game. Is that a Japanese game?
Yeah. As I said, if you've ever played Frustration, you'll know that it's
MB
awesome.
games got swallowed up by Hasbro. I checked.
dear.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah. It's like with the big, do you remember the Big Track?
Yeah.
They were still produced by Hasbro
Wow.
later on. Yeah. So, yeah, Hasbro swallowed up a lot of game companies.
There were so many of these types of tabletop games that were available, though. So, I mean, probably in the hundreds. So there's no way I could include them all. So if we see any, then they're kind of just choice selections that a lot of people used to play. So the most popular, I guess.
Here you go, Punch for Face, French. Hello, Punch. MB was the Pedro Pascal of board games.
Everywhere.
But people liked MB games, though.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Good memories of that.
I did. I liked MB games. I thought MB games was amazing.
Yeah, they were.
Milton Bradley.
You always looked for that blue and red logo, didn't you? Whenever on all your games,
Yeah.
Expected to see that. Yeah.
I don't know why Hasbro don't do reissues to the original MB.
Well, I tell you what, if they re-released Crossfire, I would be first in line to buy
You
that.
can still get Crossfire.
Hey,
I can't find it.
Swappers. Can I just go back to Galaxy Rangers? I'm looking at the woman in Galaxy Rangers, and boy, those artists had a really fun time drawing her.
I told you.
Look at those boobs. Look at those boobs.
Those boobs.
She's amazing.
See, these weren't Western animators that made that. This was in Japan. So yeah, they made a very attractive lady for for those Rangers.
That would never have that graphics on that box today, would it? It looks really violent, and
also not very diverse.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be a black and a white kid, wouldn't it? So
yeah,
or maybe two.
No,
black
it'd be
kids,
a black and
Asian kid or something. Yeah.
Okay. Should we do the next one then?
Yeah. I remember this.
I'm assuming this is Hornby.
It is.
We just had one box, one track. That was it. And you'd see on TV somebody would have the whole set, and they'll have like their basement covered in tracks and trains going left, right, and center. But to have that, you have to spend a lot of money.
This makes me feel sad looking at this.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why.
Why? Don't tell me your dad sat on your train set.
No. The train set at the top, I think it's the Class 37.
Yeah.
Deltic, my favourite locomotive. I always wanted that train set. In fact, I asked for that train set. I never got it.
Didn't you?
What scale were these Hornby trails? Hornby trains?
Double O.
Yeah.
Double
but
O? Okay.
But it's the same. That if you got that for Christmas, it's literally those trains and one track, and that's it. It's not like you get all the greenery and the trees and all that stuff. You don't get any of that stuff. You have to buy that stuff separately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so
most of the world uses H O scale.
Yeah, HO and double O, they mean the same thing.
I think Hornby just adopted double O scale over here. Obviously, you get other scales like N scale and all those, but yeah, Hornby for some reason double O. You'd have thought HO Hornby, but there you go.
Yeah.
Hornby were an amazing company. Everything they made was incredibly accurately to scale,
Detailed,
and
yeah.
it genuinely did look like the real world shrunk down, like an actual train shrank down to that size. They were beautiful. The amount of selection you had for a start for trains and carriages that you could have, and not only that, but all the accessories that went with them, and the buildings and things you could actually get as well, signal boxes and you name it. But also the craftsmanship that went into making everything.
Yep.
You just do not see that at all these days. And this is aimed at kids, but you look at it and you just think, no way, man.
It's adults now.
It's only appealed to adults.
Yeah.
But back then, kids were so discerning about what they had, and it had to be accurate. It had to look like the real world thing.
What's interesting is on the box they got a girl and a boy, and girls were never interested in this stuff.
No.
And a ginger as well, by the looks of it.
No, she's blonde.
Oh, okay. I will say, folks, if you ever want to watch something that's very therapeutic on YouTube, just find some model railway channels.
Really, especially the ones with the massive sets that have got
the huge dioramas.
Just fantastic. Such a good watch. Yeah.
Can you remember the the original Bernard Cribbins adverts for Hornby?
Oh, they were fantastic.
Yeah.
Where they shrunk Bernard Cribbins down, didn't they? And it's not done with blue screen, obviously, but where they shot
Amazing.
the sets and the dioramas in the background and up close with a certain lens, so make everything look really detailed and accurate. And then they'd superimpose him over everything, like he was interacting with everything.
They were really good at it.
It made me want to own all the Hornby stuff, but obviously it was just too expensive. So I never did get any train sets. But yeah, the adverts were amazing back then.
Franco Walker finds train sets boring as FK.
A lot of people did. A lot of people did.
Yeah, I had train sets growing up. I had small ones. I never really got that into it. In fact, my mother found a whole bunch of them a few years ago, whole box full of it, and we tried putting some of it together, and none of it worked. So
Here you go, Durkee face, numbers wrenched. Cribbins made everything better.
He
Dr.
did.
Watt as well.
He really did.
Here you go, Common People Wrenched. Still not a member, Common. Ruin is out somewhere shagging while you old bastards are talking about trains. Well, he's actually with the in-laws this weekend, so he's not shagging. So.
The thing is, though, with something like this and something like the racing car game, I can't remember what that one was called.
Scale Electric.
It's just the idea of having that and having control over the train or the car, isn't it? But once you started playing it and you realize all it does is go around in a circle, you quickly just come off it, don't you? Like, okay.
No,
do you know what I mean?
Race.
Yeah, but there was no excitement though. There was no you in some races you could crash.
Okay. Well, did you have any friends to play with? Is that what the problem was? You just played it on your own.
I had a huge family, didn't I? I mean, there was 7 of us.
Did they play with you though?
Yeah, of course they did.
Oh, okay.
Of course they did.
Or was it because they kept beating you? Is that why you lost interest?
No, it's just you lose interest in it because all it does is the same thing, and it's like that's all it does. Especially
you'd spend an hour and a half putting all the tracks together and laying them out in this pattern, whatever, and then you get the train on it and start running it, and then you're like, "That's all." I guess I'm done.
Surely being with your in-law increases chances of shagging.
My in-laws.
Ruin.
Maybe with common people's in-laws it does.
Outlaws.
Outlaws.
I think the word shagging's been misspelled. I think it's gigging, isn't it?
No, he's not gigging. By the way, he enjoyed ABBA World.
ABBA.
By the way, he loved it. Yes. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, I've been looking at train sets and Scale Electric, and I think I might buy one because I'm I just need something to bring back happy memories. Okay, that's Hornby. Much love for Hornby, everybody.
Friend of mine had a Hornby train set up not dissimilar to that set on the screen back then with the diorama.
Oh, it's fantastic.
And I'd only ever seen them in adverts on TV, so I never really got to experience it firsthand until I went around my friend's house during the summer holidays, and he said, "Oh, come up in the attic. My dad's got a setup." And I'm like, "Really?" So open up the hatch, the ladder came down, and one of those extendable ladders, and then both of us were only about like 8 or 9. Climbed up into the attic, and there it was in the middle of the attic, big attic, open
Jimmy
attic.
Savile.
There it was, set up in the centre,
lovely,
pristine with the trees and the hillsides and everything. I just couldn't believe my eyes. I thought, incredible. Wow, just look. You felt like Gulliver in Lilliput, just looking down on this huge section of the land with all the equipment and everything set out. It's just amazing moment.
I thoroughly recommend searching out some YouTube channels with big train layouts, if anything, just to appreciate the time and work that has gone into building such incredible dioramas. Lovely. Let's move on. Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
Small wheels.
Yeah, it's just
cold wheels.
Yeah, it was like the Matchbox die-cast cars better than the Hot Wheels.
They are. Yeah. I remember Matchbox used to be really good, but in the 70s, as I said before, when I was a kid, my dad always used to get me Matchbox cars all the time. And they were great. You could open the doors, you can open the boot. And then now it's just all solid metal, isn't it? And there's nothing there. It's just
Don't the wheels move anymore, Ian?
The wheels that's the only thing that's good about it.
That's it. That's all that moves.
Yeah.
Had quite a few of these growing up. I played with them some. It was never my favorite toy, but I think I have more now than I might have then because I bought a bunch of collector's ones.
There you go, Jets Curtain numbers was spot on, mate. I had the Hot Wheels set on the bottom right. My nephews still play with it when they go to my parents' house. Bottom right. There you go.
Yeah, I don't think Matchbox does this, but Hot Wheels does. They have like collector's versions of certain cars that they'll introduce, and they're specially packaged and everything. So they are highly detailed.
Yeah.
Really, really detailed molds with just perfect painting and everything on them. They're really, really nice. I have a few of those. I have the DeLorean from Back to the Future. I have the Homer from The Simpsons. I have that car.
But didn't they create something? Hot Wheels created that loop thing where it was like yellow tracks, and you wind up the cars, and it just goes round in a loop, and then crashes. Doesn't stop, just crashes.
I've got a question. Agent Mosley, hello mate. Wrench will spot. Do you have the 72 VW bug at Artoo?
I don't have that one, no.
What make? What, Hot Wheels or Matchbox? Or
Hot Wheels.
Matchbox was better because they actually came in a Matchbox. Well, not in a Matchbox, but
it came in a Matchbox. What?
Yeah.
What?
I mean, there was something special about those things, when I was a kid and Dad used to get me when there was something special about them. It felt like there was love poured into those little cars.
Love poured into little Matchbox. Okay. Let's move on then. Hot Wheels, everybody. More Hot Wheels.
More Hot Wheels. Yeah, these ones, these ones are
Classic
rubbish.
Hot Wheels.
They're rubbish. These ones where they just were just solid, nothing good about them.
I don't know, the cars on the top with all the rainbow colours, very progressive.
Fuck off.
Yeah, very feel to it. These cars.
Yeah.
This version of them too.
Yeah, I don't. As I said, right, there was something special about getting a car in a box, a little box. And then you got this where it's just like in a plastic thing with a cardboard back, and it's like, this is rubbish. Nothing special about them at all.
And on that bombshell, let's do the next one then.
The cardboard boxes were kind of like little garages, weren't they? So you open up the flap, and it was kind of like opening the garage door, and the car would roll out. and it looked so much like the artwork on the box, and you finally got to see what it actually looked like when you opened the box. There was that moment of reveal. It was great.
Absolutely.
When it's inside a plastic bubble, you see it already, and you're like, yeah,
exactly.
Okay.
The next toy is Matt's favorite toy of all times. Of all time, isn't it?
MB Hungry
Hippo.
I love this.
Yep.
So
Everybody had this
unfortunately-
game.
Unfortunately, if you lost those little white things, the game is fucked.
Yep.
Basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
So much great. I mean, I playing with it, and then my brother taking it over, and then still playing with him. And then when my sister was old enough, even though I had outgrown it, she loved playing it, so I would play it with her. It was just like years of memories just from this one set.
Is it very fattest now?
I'm pretty sure it looked very different to when it was first released. I mean, is this Matt? Is this the latest version?
I couldn't honestly tell
No,
you.
the newer ones, the newer ones actually come apart. So, yeah, the hippos detach from the sides and everything, so it can be packed a little bit easier. It doesn't take up as much space. This one's labeled Milton Bradley, so this definitely has to be an older one.
You go, not Z3PO eventually. Broke it in 10 minutes. Damn.
Wow, got to be some kind of record. That
Gavin Units, Wrench will spot Lizzo the board game.
Yeah, kids were pretty. I remember my sister really giving it one on the little switches there for it to eat. You can easily break them, actually.
You go, fat, lobber, Wrench will spot. We smashed this game in 3 minutes.
I never
There you
did
go.
that myself.
We played this in Maltese.
That would have been a messy game.
You're not the only one. We used to play it with opal fruits when it was called opal fruits, called Starburst today. Yeah,
That would have been difficult because they were squares.
yeah, but we used to
Then-
squish them
Then
Oh,
burned
God.
it. What?
because you could squish them, right? Take the paper off and you squish them into a little ball. We used to make 20 of
Never
them.
did that. Never did
Yeah,
that.
we did. Yeah, we did.
Play that with ball bearings if you lost the plastic things. couldn't
Yeah, could do.
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
you? Okay.
We played. Well, I mean, Crossfire had. You shot ball bearings out of the guns on that, so I don't see why not.
Side effect legend numbers wrenched. I fell out of love with it as a kid. After a younger kid I was playing against started using his hand to win. Prick.
Yeah, it's just like when you're playing those Poppymatic games. When you pause and you say, "Oh, let me just get a drink." One of my sisters or brothers used to move their one forward.
Game's over with it from
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Okay. That's Hungry Hippos.
Aye. What's in I? Hey, wait a minute. Lego?
Yeah, this is when I found swappers. I don't think you had one for I. This is insectoids.
Yeah, well, this comes under Lego, but it's a variation of what was known as Space Lego at the time. So these had like insectoid aliens, and their spaceship designs were all kind of insectoid based as well, which was really imaginative. They look really great, but this was after the initial release of Space Lego as a theme. But they were getting really imaginative with their stuff at this point. They started creating entirely new bricks like transparent canopies and strange shapes and all sorts of things that they added in there that was never part of Lego as it was at the time. I mean, look at the legs on this sort of spider-like vehicle. That's not made out of Lego bricks. They're actually constructed like that, and they come out of the packet like that. So you don't build the legs. So in certain respects, it's cheating, but they made good sets anyway.
Yeah. But a lot of Lego stuff's like that. Like they like special segments for the Millennium Falcon and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? It's not purely the square Legos. So
You go, Punchable Face bringing in the edgy humor. Is it incest? Wrench, by the way, is it incest? I used to play that with my cousin when I was 12.
Jesus.
He's obviously from Leicester.
wow, that box looks damaged, doesn't it? The box. What's
Yeah, a
that?
little bit. Is it sellotape? Sellotape.
Yeah,
Mark,
sellotape. Yeah.
Do we know when this was? This would have been 90s. Yes, would have been 90s.
Maybe.
Could have been late 80s.
Did it move by any chance, or did it just you just stick it together and that was that?
It was static, so you just moved it yourself. Yeah, there's no batteries involved.
All right. Lego.
Well, this one had lights and sounds to it, so there was like a light and sound brick thing in it. But
all right, cool.
There you go.
But it didn't move.
See, I like this. This is a thinking man's joke. Fat lobber wrench was spot. LOL punchable, a game for all the family. Very good.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so this was 98. Looks like.
Wow.
Yeah, when they finally introduced insectoids.
Okay, that's insectoids, everybody. Lego system.
Jay. Oh, it's only one for I.
Oh, what about Inhumanoids? From the 1980s.
Swappers.
Don't know that one. Don't know that one.
What about them?
I'm not sure I can't remember if I included those or not, to be honest with you, because they weren't a massive toy line. They were very, very brief, and the cartoon only lasted one season as well.
Yeah, it wasn't around long. I was just like, Inhumanoids, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't. And every time I ask if anyone knows about Inhumanoids, no one ever does. So I'll save it for the end, and then I'll get the pictures at the end. But I'm not sure if I remember to get them or not. But good call anyway, because they were kind of important. They were made by Hasbro with the kind of G.I. Joe sort of style articulation for a lot of some of the designs were really cool as well. But maybe I can always send Brown the images. And we can do like
I think I remember
like a supplemental stream.
I think I only remember it because I think there was one of the characters that like had a magnetic grappling hook. And my friend had the toy, and it was one that he loved because you could like attach it to things and swing it around.
Yeah, I think so. You're right.
Okay, Jay, everybody. Jay for January.
I remember this. We had this, but it got broke in 2 days.
Got it.
Was it sat on?
No, I think I think
Jaws
one of my brothers had a fight and pull the jaw out, the bottom bit. Yeah, so it didn't last very long.
Yeah, I remember this. Ideal made some great toys.
But it was just like Buckaroo, wasn't it? You had to take out the things and then
it was the jaws that snapped up, wasn't it?
Yeah, it snapped. Yeah, it snapped. Interesting. It's a shame they didn't have a like a plastic toy of Quint. That would have been interesting.
With like exploding blood bags.
When the jaws snapped shut, there was like red liquid that sprayed everywhere.
Absolutely, that'd be great.
All over the kids.
Yeah. Can you imagine the advert now, can't you?
Yeah.
I've got it. Mega Geek's version would be like, there'd be like a little reservoir, you just filled it up with Ribena.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It flew everywhere.
Yeah.
Just see the advert with the kids screaming everywhere, and like blood going all over their faces.
Queens.
They're kind of wiping it off themselves, and the last line of the ad is they look to each other and go, "We're going to need a bigger boat."
Obviously, if it was the health and safety version, it'd come with bukkake glasses.
Hold on. So which one is which? So the one that has Ideal on it has colourful little things in its mouth, and this one is just they're all blue, like a boot and a gun and a. So which one's the British one?
Well, they're the same. If you actually look at the packaging real close, the picture down at the bottom has those colorful versions, but then the actual pieces that are sitting out there are all blue and white. Yeah.
But they were a bit misleading back in those days. They're not entirely accurate as to what was inside the box.
Yeah, here you go. Oops, sorry. Here you go. Khalid Sawala, mate. Wrenched. Is Quint inside? Yeah, he's been digested, yes.
Oh, but even worse is the Kittner kid in there. We want to know if the Kittner kid's in there.
You got to send away for that one and Pippet.
Oh yeah, the dog.
The little white skull is all that's left of the kid right there.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, you could. Here you go. Alonzo Mosley. Hello, mate. Wrench was spot. You could use CO2 cartridge for the scuba tank. Oh, that'd be great, especially if it exploded.
Yeah.
The shark could blow up.
That would be your after the jaws have shut closed. That would be your final move to make with a shotgun. You aim at the air tank in its mouth, to try and explode the fish all over the place.
Do you think they missed a trick there, where the finishing move is where the shark explodes?
Would have been good. Would have added
It's made in sections.
Yeah.
But the anniversary. Did anyone see the anniversary game release that they made for the anniversary of the movie?
No.
Where it looks exactly like the original shark.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, and I'll try and find some pictures of it and put it in my avatar. But yeah, carry on anyway.
That's the Game of Jaws, everybody. Great movie as well.
Okay.
For
Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah.
The worst game ever invented.
Kathleen Kennedy.
It's not for boys.
A game where you can only fail upwards.
A game where you can destroy the dreams of children.
What's in K?
See, we could finish the stream there after that comment. I'd be quite happy finishing the stream there, because I don't think we could top that. But we'll talk about KK tomorrow. There's a lot of KK tomorrow, folks.
The killer of dreams.
Children's dreams.
Yep.
And adults' dreams.
Yeah, everybody's dreams.
In fact, just everybody's dreams, to be honest.
Yep.
But anyway. Okay, everybody. Indeed.
Oh, I remember these toys.
Karate Kid.
Yep.
I remember this. It was pretty rubbish, actually.
With
Like
wax
all-
on, wax off action.
Yeah, like all the adverts, they made them look great on screen, but when you actually come to play with them themselves, they're very limited.
Crap. Yeah.
I can't remember
crap.
anyone having this.
Nope.
I remember it being advertised, but I can't remember any kid that had this. Well, any kids that I knew, anyway.
I had one friend that had him, but when I would go over his house, I think we played with it once, and we both realized it was crap.
Mhm.
But the thing is, though, this is based on Karate Kid 2, isn't it? It's not Karate Kid
Is
1.
it? Oh, yeah, because
Yeah,
they
Karate
wouldn't
Kid 2.
have merch, would they? Yeah, very good, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
that's
upper right,
yeah.
Daniel, is the Karate
yeah.
Kid 2 with the colored.
With the ice blocks. See the ice blocks? Remember that was in Karate Kid 2, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it's like Daniel LaRusso, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He was shagging Elizabeth's shoe after the first one.
You
Goes
doing
to
what to her
Japan.
shoe?
Elizabeth's
No.
shoe.
Now, what happened was in the film, remember how it started after the prologue? It's like, I'm not going out with her anymore. Do you remember he says that line to Miyagi?
Yeah.
Because they
Yeah, but
couldn't
why?
She fell in love with some football player or something.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
broke her
Oh,
yeah.
arm.
Yeah, the actress was on another movie. She couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Alright.
so that's why she wasn't. in
Yeah.
it.
All right, well, he didn't spend long getting over her then, did he?
No, he didn't.
No.
He didn't.
I
can't
thought it
admit,
was
though,
kind of. Well,
Sorry, go ahead. Go on.
I was just gonna say I thought it was kind of cheap that they just reused an Arnold figure from Happy Days.
Maybe. Do you know what? Right, I really didn't mind Karate Kid 2. I thought Karate Kid 2 was quite exciting when I watched it. I thought it was all right.
Yeah, I
Fantastic
did like
theme tune.
Yeah,
Peter
I kinda
Cetera.
liked
We
it.
did it all for love.
Yeah. Stupid ending though with the little drum things at the
Oh,
end when
yeah.
everybody's using it. I was like, well, what is this shit?
Yeah, what are the drum things on the toys here?
I don't know.
I bet they're worth a fortune now, unopened.
And he's the guy, the main villain wasn't the kid, the Chinese kid who hated Daniel. He
Japanese.
ended up in a TV show, didn't he? He ended up in
Yeah.
the TV
Yep.
show.
He was funny on that show.
Great
Oh,
TV
is it?
show. Yeah. Okay, that's Karate Kid, everybody.
Oh, this
Oh yes.
toy is so
Yeah.
rubbish. This is like
Kerplunk.
what's that? What was that game where we have today where you pull a brick out? Kind of like that, isn't it?
Jenga?
Jenga. It's like
No, that's
isn't it?
Star Wars. That's Django.
Django Fett.
Yeah. Yeah. Jenga. Jenga.
Oh, look
Jenga.
at oh,
Yeah, there you go.
there you go. Sword in the Storm wrench.
Kerplunk.
Oh, Kerplunk.
Plunk.
Yeah, this was the favorite game of.
Swap as your mic's gone a bit iffy.
Yeah. Is it?
Paddy, who didn't have this bag of fuck?
I can't remember how you play. Is it that you're assigned a color, and then you have to pull the straws out, and if a thing fell out, then
it's the marbles, isn't it? You just keep
the
pulling
marbles,
out
Yeah.
the coloured. Yeah. Jenga, but this is like Jenga with
marbles
balls in a container
and a stick. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the choice tabletop game of every discerning Klingon.
Yeah. Okay. Shall we move on from that?
Yeah, move on.
Nice perspective. Nice kind of injection molding. Looks quite good.
L.
Lur. For what's the phonetic? Phonetic for hell. L. What is it? Lima? I think it's Lima.
Yeah. Lima.
Lima. Okay. L for Lima.
Yes.
Lego?
Lego again.
No, just Lego, Ian.
Yeah. Lego. No, hold on.
Who was into Lego? I don't think I was ever into Lego.
I was never into Lego. Never.
No.
I was into Meccano, but not into Lego.
I always remember it being too expensive for what you got.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were expensive. I loved Lego as a kid. I didn't have too many sets though because they were just too pricey. All I had really was like the big sort of the bucket of just different colors, and then you just built what you wanted out of it. The actual sets themselves, I never really had many of those. I had a shuttle and a couple others. Yeah,
my sisters had Lego. I remember my dad screaming at the top of his voice every time he stepped on one.
Common people, Reg, when the French waiter asks you to leave.
Lego.
Yep. I have more Lego now than I ever did when I was a kid. I bought a bunch of the really big collector's sets. So yeah, I have the Ghostbusters, the Ecto 1 set, and I've got a few others.
When I was growing up,
so
when I was growing up, I obviously I'm a lot older than you. The Legos that we got were just bricks. They didn't get made. You didn't see like a Lego that had a helicopter. You can make a helicopter. It was just Lego. So all you could do is build walls. That's all really. That was it.
Ian, isn't that because you've got no imagination?
No, I mean obviously you can make a sword out of it and shit like that, but there was never Lego designed on something like they do have now, if you know what I mean.
Basically you needed an instruction manual to come with it, didn't you?
No, well, shut up.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is all I really had mostly when I was growing up. We couldn't really afford the fancy sets. All I really had was just a big bucket of just a bunch of different bricks.
Yeah,
and so if you were going to build something, you had to really use your imagination to put the bits together to try and make something, because you didn't really have a set that had some pre-designed model that you were supposed to build.
Because like my sisters used to have the bucket, right, and they used to make swords. And I can't remember, they used to build these things and obviously never put it away properly. And my dad, when he used to go to their bedroom, he always used to step on something and he always ends up shouting at them. When I was growing up, there was never a model like a Millennium Falcon you can make it. It's just bricks. That's all it was.
Well, isn't that just the kind of evolution of the brand?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Because didn't Lego nearly go out of business?
That's right. And who would have thought that Lego would be the leading toy of today? Now, it's crazy.
Yeah, they rebranded and came back strong on the verge of being bust.
They did.
There you go.
The ship in the middle here, the space cruiser, is the one I had as a kid.
Yeah,
which was amazing. I mean, I used to love Lego anyway, but actually received a proper Lego set for the first time one Christmas. I think it was like 1981. And I was blown away by all the new features that they had, all the new parts and pieces that they never made before, like these little antennas, steering wheels, guns, thruster pods, these moon base ground pieces that you can see, radar dishes, things like that, and the little action figures. God, I used to love the little spacemen as well. And this one here was so great because when you landed, the rear section of the ship sort of split in two, and swung each side sort of swung aside, and there was like a little moon buggy inside that parked in the back, and you can and there was a ramp. You pull the ramp down, and the little moon buggy sort of shoots out the back and rolls across the surface of the moon. And you had this little command post here and stuff as well. It's just, oh my god!
You like a rear section that separates? Did you say?
Splits apart.
Matt, do you remember the episode of Blue Peter where they showed? So the Lego people built this dragon, green and yellow, and they showed how they built it, and every brick, right, was glued. It wasn't like they were just sticking it together. Every brick, every inch was glued so that it wouldn't fall apart. Do you remember watching that an episode?
I don't remember it. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened though. I kind of vaguely remember something like it. And I remember watching something on TV where I was watching they were gluing all the pieces together and thinking, you're cheating.
Yeah.
Here you go, Sun and Storm Wrenched. My biggest regret was not letting my mum buy the Ghostbusters Firehouse for me.
Yeah.
That's quite recent, isn't it?
Can you not buy them?
You might be able to buy it. Yeah.
God, I feel your pain, mate. I feel it. Can you not buy them?
It's a good question, right?
Sword, buy yourself one. Treat yourself.
I think you can. I think you can. Yeah.
Buy it. You deserve it, mate. Okay. Yeah. Shall we move on then?
Yeah. Lego. Aha. This is Swapper's dream. Lightsaber. Yeah, I remember them.
I had one of these.
So did I. Oh yeah, the $2 ones from Walmart was
no.
That's all we ever had.
I remember my friends
What color was yours?
Mine was blue. My friend had a red one, and I remember we had a duel, and we were going so hard that we broke them. We literally broke them. It was
so hard. What?
They were the tube just distorted like easy.
And then they changed it to the fold-out tubes, didn't they? The next version was you pull it and then it folded out as a lightsaber. Do you remember those?
Yeah.
No? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these ones had the little kind of plastic dome on the end.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
What color did you have?
Mine was it just lit up white. It didn't have a color.
No, mine was blue. Mine's lit up blue.
I think mine was green.
Yeah, I think I had it was green. Yeah, it was basically a flashlight. It took D batteries. Had a tube on the end so that the tube would glow.
I think my mate he would have had the red one. I'm sure I had the green one.
I like that picture on the left. Look at Luke's smile on his face. Princess Leia's hardly wearing anything there, isn't she?
Yeah, that's a great picture, isn't it? I love that.
Here you go, punch ball. See, I didn't even know what the colours meant at the time. Mine was red.
No, we didn't really think about colours, did we, back then?
I don't think I'd even seen the film, to be honest, but there you go.
He's wearing a Starsky jumper.
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Force Beam. I bet these are worth a fortune now.
Oh, yeah, you bet. They are a good condition one, definitely.
Just a fucking torch, end of the day.
It is.
This should be F for flashlight. That's what we call them over here.
But in those days, you see a toy like that, and oh my god, your mind would race, and you'd really want one. And it's just
no, this is the coolest thing ever. Yeah. I wanted the lightsaber so bad. Sometimes you just run around with the torch with the flashlight, just swinging that around like.
Yeah.
Here you go, Sun and Storm Wrenched. I have a Black Series Vader one now. Ooh.
Nice.
It's amazing. Yeah. It's amazing. The excitement that you had in the pit of your stomach when you knew you were getting something for Christmas that you actually asked for. Because let's face it, you always knew when your parents got it for you. Do you know what I mean? Any kind of toy, you always knew. that you were going to get it, and you always knew when you weren't going to get it. So there you go.
Did you have a lot of disappointing Christmases then, Ian?
To tell you the
Because
truth,
your brother got
yes.
all the best toys.
No, it wasn't that. It was because the family was so big, right? So my immediate family, 7. So it was hard for my dad to actually, spend that amount of money. So he had to spread the spend, didn't he? So it was.
He needed to fix more TVs, didn't he?
He did needed to. But the thing is, though, I understand it now. But as a kid, it does really affect you when you don't get what you asked for. Do you know what I mean? So
I think we've got a new catchphrase for you, Ian. Georgia Cell Rex Wrenched. Are you going to read it, Ian?
you always knew when you were going to get it. And that includes the belt on your ass.
Exactly. Yeah, you knew when that was coming
Damn.
too. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the kid at the top's channeling Starsky and Hutch.
Archie is, yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do the next one then.
Oh
More
no!
sabers.
Yep.
It's a sidestep
Oh
then.
no! Oh no! These I remember these ones as
Was it
well.
Like the mini ones. What?
They were just plastic, solid plastic, weren't they? What's the
Yeah.
one down there on the left? What's that one? That's a dagger, isn't it? Mighty what?
Don't know.
Swapper?
Mighty something.
Laser light
Mighty-
sword.
Yeah, Mighty Laser
Yeah.
Light Sword. That's the one I had. I actually had one of those, but the handle was blue, and it just lit up. That's all it did. It just lit up like a flashlight. And in the end, I just ended up removing the plastic blade on it and using it as a gun.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that you see the hilt, I used that as like a handle, and you just pretended it was a Star Wars gun in the end because I didn't have enough guns, obviously. But some of these were great. They had inflatable blades. So I'm not sure if these specific ones did, but other ones you actually had to blow into a valve and the blade extended like it was inflatable.
Yeah.
so-
The one on top there is an inflatable. Yeah. You had to blow into it to inflate it. Yeah. It was a blow up.
That kid on the right is rocking that jumper, isn't he? Look at that.
I love that. I love the outfits they got the kids to wear in these production photos for products. They're great.
Whereas now it'll all be kind of very unisex and just everybody looks the same. Beige as well.
Yeah. Yeah. That one in the bottom right though, that is what I had. I had the green one over there on the side. Yeah.
Does anybody know why the yellow existed either on the action figures or this when there was no yellow? I never understood growing up why Luke had yellow in the action figure or they sold yellow ones. I never grasped why.
That's the thing. Last week I was talking about as a kid, I used to get really upset when it didn't when the toy didn't replicate what you saw on screen.
Yeah.
I always used to get really upset. Like with the Enterprise, the last week they had a hole straight through it. I'm like, why has it got a fucking hole?
Okay, I just realised. Okay, you know the Acolyte where they all had yellow lightsabers. Obviously, Leslie Headland had one of these.
Probably.
What I did was I would remove the one from the Obi-Wan action figure and put it in Luke's action figure so it was blue.
Yeah, good idea.
Swappers, watch the Photoshop processing. Okay, should we move on?
Oh, yeah.
What's this?
Light. I don't know this. Light Bright.
I don't know this one either.
Oh yeah. We had
This
these
was
growing
a
up.
lot
And in
of
fact,
fun.
my daughter has one of these. Yeah.
It looks
What
like
is
a
it?
pain in the ass to do.
Is it
So,
like pegs?
yeah. There's a big yellow shell and it had a light bulb in it. And then you had a black sort of little grid that you would have these little light up pins that you would poke through it. And so you would actually have just a black piece of construction paper that would sit on the front, and then you would poke through the little pins there and then they would light up. And so you would most of the time you could do it with just plain paper and you could make your own pattern, but what you would get were these boxes full of the construction paper that had the patterns on it to tell you what colors to put through what holes. Yes, I saw that. Yeah.
I never did have one, unfortunately, but they look great.
It was a lot of fun.
This is the that's the anniversary Jaws play the game, which looks more like Bruce the Shark.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
Not cheap,
No.
but it looks much better on the shelf.
Yeah.
Okay, Prof. Sorry.
No. Yeah. This. So someone in the chat was saying too. Yeah. So the light, you'd put the pegs through, and then the light box would show through into those pegs, and so you got a little light show there.
Common
It's kinda
people
cool.
ask wrench. Any pegging in it?
Constant pegging.
That's the game for you then, common people. You need to find a copy of Light Bright. Pure pegging.
Peggy
my
dry.
friend. Okay. This was obviously an American thing, yes?
Guess so. I didn't know this wasn't anything over in the UK. Yeah, we still got these. Like I said,
Yeah.
my daughter has one. They're all LEDs now, so it's a much thinner little thing. It doesn't have to have the big old thing in the back for the light bulb.
Okay. Am I showing this again, Swappers?
There you go. It's a bit of a better
Nice.
angle. You see how great the modelling on
That is good. That is
You
good.
got all the you got the air tank there. You got the skull. Absolutely amazing.
The license plate. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a sad thing that probably none of these will ever be played with. They're just going to stay in the box because I think what did people pay for this? 200 for these?
Mm.
Has he got blood on the teeth?
Yeah, looks like it.
Looks
I
like
think
it.
it's just the paint, just the standard
Oh,
paint.
Still
right.
missing quints, though. Should have half a
Yeah.
body of quints. That'd be good.
Well, at least it's got the gas tank.
Yeah.
Can you see it? The gas tank. It's got the gas tank.
Yeah.
It's got Brody's gun as well.
It's
Okay.
70 pounds if you want to get it online.
Okay, that's not
Wow.
bad. If you're
70.
into it.
Yeah.
Yes, into it. If you're
Yeah,
into
that's
it.
less than I thought.
Okay. Have we done with Light Bright? Obviously, very progressive again with the rainbows.
Move along. Oh, I remember this.
The
I had
Little
this.
Professor.
It was the AI now, wouldn't it? The little AI professor.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, it cost
Professor?
300 quid.
Professor,
Yeah.
is this the younger version of you?
It looks like an older version to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember these. I never had one of these though.
Yeah, I
Never
did.
had one either.
Yeah.
Did
The
you?
readout was like those watches that with the
Oh,
red
yeah.
digital.
Yeah.
Did you
readout.
ask it a question or something, and then it answered you, or do you have to punch in numbers, or what was the score on this?
Well, I had one of these as well. I got it one Christmas, and I was so excited to get it because I thought, oh, great, I can use it for maths in school now. So whenever there's a hard sums, they give us hard sums. I can just use this and like a calculator, and I'll get everything right. Then I found out that it doesn't actually calculate anything.
No, it doesn't.
It gives you
Yeah.
problems to solve. Gives you maths equations to solve.
Yeah.
And you have to come up with the right answers on the keypad, and it tells you whether you're right or wrong. So it's a training thing, a bit like speak and spell.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It would
Speak as well.
yeah, it would
Big
give you
notes.
the math problems and you had to solve them. So yeah, it wasn't useful as a calculator at all.
So it didn't actually do anything, really.
It didn't do anything helpful other than train you a bit, I guess.
Okay. But you could take it with you anyway because of the lanyard attachment thing.
So obviously, the people that bought me this wanted me to get better at maths, which I never did.
I think
Same
you need a
here.
refund, mate. We get a refund on it. Okay. Never had a mathematical brain.
Me neither.
No. Anyway, on that bombshell. Should we do one more and then we'll get out of Dodge? Yeah. So M for what's the phonetic? Mike. It's Mike, isn't it?
Imminimum.
Manamana.
Ba-ba-ba-da-da.
Manamana.
Ba-ba-da-ba. Okay, let's see what's up then. Yeah, M. Yes. For Mog.
Mog.
M for Mog.
Mug.
Dial M for Mudda.
Good movie.
Merida.
Classic.
Okay, let's see what's for Mog.
Oh,
Is this
now you're
Mattel?
talking.
Is this Mattel?
I don't think all of
Is
them
it-
matter.
Or is it Migo? Looks
Oh.
like Migo figures.
Or is it Man?
Yeah, there's
Swappers?
Mattel and Migo.
Well,
I don't know.
Those Sean Connery ones must be worth a fortune now.
Not as
Oh,
much
I'm
as
sure
the
they
Daniel
would be.
Craig ones.
Yeah, this is M for Migo. So I tried to put a decent selection up on screen from not necessarily the most obvious characters, but from ones I think people might appreciate seeing.
Man from Atlantis only went for one season, didn't it?
I really
Yeah.
liked it as well.
Was it a flop? It was a flop, wasn't it?
It didn't do
remember.
well. I think we
We got it
liked it
here.
over. We liked it
Yeah, we
over
got it
here, but it wasn't a hit in the States, was it? Patrick Duffy.
No. Saturday. We used to have it Saturdays, didn't we?
The main baddie was the guy who was it King Tut in the original Batman?
Then you have web hands or something like this. Web fingers.
Yeah. There you go.
Ilya Kuryakin, though, that must be worth a lot as well.
I bet it is. Yeah.
Any of these, the Migo
Yeah.
figures are incredibly collectible. So yeah, any of these probably worth quite a bit if they're still in their original packaging.
Space
Action
19.
figures or dolls?
At least they got the flares right. It's Space 1999.
Yeah.
They're very flary, aren't they?
Yeah.
God, I
very
love
flary.
Space 1999. I just love it.
Old James Bond there looking like he's on his way to the Ministry of Silly Walks.
Yeah. Definitely.
Victor Bergman, not in quite the correct outfit.
No, he's not. And they got rid of him in the second season, didn't they?
Shame, he was great.
Yeah, he was one
Yep.
of the good ones.
Yep. And on that bombshell,
Magnum PI.
so is this still Migo again? Still?
I think it might be. Yeah, they came under Migo releases, or was it? I can't remember what the actual. I think it was generally TV, movie star action figures
Okay.
that came out. And some of them were made by Migo because they were sort of just scaled down, like the Dukes of Hazzard ones. But then I saw the other ones as well, which were amazing, which I never knew existed, which were stuff like Smokey and the Bandit and the Fall Guy, etc. We've got Rocky, Magnum as well, which is just amazing. I mean, we've never got any of these in the UK. So jealous of you Yanks getting all this great stuff.
They wanted him to shave his moustache off, didn't they? Before they started, and he said no. And they said, we
Who,
don't
Daisy
have the
Duke?
part. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He stuck by his guns, and then they had to give in the end and let him keep his moustache.
Higgins, fucking dog as well. Higgins.
Yeah, comes with
Those
his
two, apparently, those two dogs were nightmares. They wouldn't listen to any instructions from the owners or anything. They were a nightmare apparently on set. Yeah.
Jeez, didn't
So
they?
that-
We got
Zeus and Apollo.
Here we go. We got a
Yeah.
question. Everybody's a fucking critic. Here you go. Atom Gray Wrench. Oh, Atom. How is it Brown can find good pictures of toy pictures, Swappers?
Maybe that's because you didn't take these pictures, I
But
don't know.
not good pictures of hot women.
Apparently. Yeah.
Indeed. Even the cats having a go.
Even Daisy Duke. They got one of Daisy Duke. My gosh.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's amazing. The Rocky one looks a bit crap, though. The Rocky one,
Yeah.
anybody? It
Colt
looks a bit
Seavers, though.
Yeah, Rocky's arms are kind of stuck in that position, unfortunately.
He's that figure's also from Rocky 3, which is also a bit crap. So
Okay.
Colt
I
Seavers.
love Rocky 3.
Colt Seavers.
He's
I used
not
to
the
like
kind
the
to kiss
Fall
and tell.
Guy. Yeah. But I've been seen with Ferrer.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh no. I remember
Magna
having this.
Doodle. Yeah, I remember this.
This was everything that Etch a Sketch wasn't, isn't it?
yes.
Yes.
It's got fucking stylus. It's got stylus.
Yeah.
But it was rubbish. It was just you might as well just have paper and pen. It
Oh,
was absolute nonsense.
Oh
It was
yeah, but
absolute
man,
nonsense.
for
Yep.
a long I mean, I know this isn't something you guys do too much in in England, but for a long road trip, which we had a lot of when I was a kid,
yeah.
this was great because you didn't have to have bits and pieces of paper, whatever. You could just wipe it clean whenever you were done. Yeah, these were great.
I remember
So
my
there was no way
brother.
of
He
recording your
drew.
work, though, was there?
He drew a picture of a I can't was it a helicopter, an Apache helicopter. He did it really well. All my sister did was use that red switch.
Yep.
It's
Gone.
gone in a second.
Godswap, as you said.
dear.
I forgot what I was going to say now. There was no way of recording your work. That's what I was going to say.
No, that's what I'm saying.
It
Yeah.
was a one and done, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And also in those days, you didn't have your phone, so you can take a picture of your fantastic art.
Well,
It
they've
was
not been
gone.
invented mobile phones.
Yeah.
No, you couldn't take a screenshot.
No,
It's
you
almost
couldn't.
like a very, very early iPad with no software and no memory and RAM.
An analog iPad. Yeah, that's right.
There you go.
It's great for playing tic-tac-toe, though. You know, you can
Yeah.
come up with stuff like that on it, which is superb.
Yeah.
And just
Yeah,
wipe
that'd be
it.
amazing. Yeah.
Hangman
Okay,
or
that's-
something.
Magnadoodle
What is this?
Mask.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I remember this.
I don't remember any of this.
It was all trucks, wasn't it? I know there was a cartoon.
Yeah, the concept was vehicles that transformed, but they didn't transform into robots. They transformed into like combat versions of that vehicle
Oh, okay.
with secret hidden features. So they were in disguise, but they were kind of like battle vehicles in disguise. And they had the Boulder Mountain at the back here at the top, which was kind of like a headquarters for the good guys. And they had bad guys and good guys. It was like Mask versus Venom. So they had equal numbers of good guys and bad guys in their vehicles as well. And this was pretty popular for a decent amount of time. Spin off from the Cher film.
Yeah,
It is, mate.
This was not in this, sadly.
Eric
Jim
Stoltz
Carrey.
in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would like to see Rocky Dennis and Jim Carrey figures in the line, but they never did. So
Yeah, Sword in the Stone is right. These toys were great. The
Really?
cartoon was just okay, but the toys were so well made. They were a lot of fun. Yeah.
But why was this so great? Obviously, other than the build quality.
Yeah,
why
I mean,
were
they were
these so-
they were really interesting to play with. Like I said, they kind of the cars kind of transformed a little bit. And they were I don't know, they were really interesting toys. And they weren't just, they weren't just toy cars. They kind of did more than that. But then the action figures, the little figures were tiny, so the figures actually fit inside the cars. I don't just remember
Was
these
there
being
more
great.
than meets the eye? Oh wait, that's something else.
Something else.
What does
something.
what does Mask stand for?
Mobile Action Strike Command with a K, like Mortal
Oh,
Kombat.
that is
on
cool,
with a K.
isn't it?
And then all
Wow.
the characters had the helmets that they wore in the cartoons would do all sorts of different things.
Mhm. It gave them superpowers, basically, didn't it?
Yeah.
But these, the animation's beautiful in the show. That's one thing I used to love.
When was it? 80? It was 80s, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's just another Saturday morning cartoon. What I used to love about American cartoons is the amount of money that got put into the budget for making the animation. The animation was always beautiful over what we got in the UK. It was always kind of rudimentary, everything over here. I mean, there was a lot of workmanlike, sort of basic style animation coming out of the States, but some of the high-end stuff like Mask and Ulysses, and although I know Ulysses wasn't US made, Galaxy Rangers, Ghostbusters, etc., really beautifully animated, and this was no exception. The stories themselves weren't necessarily the best, like Prof said, but the toys were phenomenal, and the animation in the show was beautiful. And if no one's heard it, check out on YouTube the theme tune to the show, because it is still amazing to this day. One of the most memorable Saturday morning cartoon themes. Just amazing, so catchy and so 80s, just beautifully
Dennis
done.
Waterman?
Sadly not, no.
Okay. Did you own any of these then? Did you say Swappers?
I had one or two small ones, but I didn't really get into this line. I kind of watched it from afar. Yeah, I didn't know anyone with them either.
There you go. Sword on the money tonight. Here you go. Wrenched. Mask episodes. There you go, folks.
Amazing, yeah.
Yeah, I had several of these. I had what was sort of the hero car. It was one with the gull wing doors.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had, gosh, I can't remember the other one. It was more of a secondary. I think it was a truck. It was a pickup.
Okay, that's Mask, everybody. Mastermind.
Now, this was a 1970s toy. I guess you could call it a toy. It's more of a game.
We had this.
Yeah, that's right. I always looked at it. I always looked at it in the catalogs when come on the approach to Christmas and wondered what it was, and saw it in toy shops and just looked at it completely befuddled as to what you did in it. And there was no electronics involved. It was literally just this plastic base that you put these pegs into. So there was a lot of pegging in it, but it did get voted Game of the Year for some reason. I have no idea what you used to do with this game or what the purpose of it was. But the most thing I remember was the fact that it had nothing to do with the TV game show that we got in the UK. Magnus Magnusson is not the guy sat in the seat. I don't know what the Chinese lady's doing and who she was, but it looked like a Bond villain with his floozy.
Shut up, cat.
You had to it was like either some kind of memory game or some kind of outwit your opponent.
It was a memory game.
Yeah, it was a memory game. Yeah.
Ian's probably more aware of what this game involved than me. But
I think one of my mom and my brothers got it for Christmas. I can't even remember how you play it, but I think you have to get the colors all in one line or something like that. I can't remember, but it didn't last long because you when you have little things like that and you give it to kids, they're going to lose them. You're going to lose the buttons
or swallow them.
Yeah, or whatever. Yeah. But I always thought it was part of the TV show, but it wasn't.
No, it had nothing to do with it.
No. The problem with this one was that it had to be 2 players because one of you is the code maker and the other one's the code breaker. And so one of you has to make up, you put the different little pegs in there with certain colors in a certain order. So the code maker would choose the secret pattern. Right. And then the person who was playing against them trying to break the code would try to make up the pattern, and the code maker would have to tell you how many you got right and stuff like that.
Yeah, I get it. Can you see the bottom? There's like a hatch type part.
Mm-hmm.
I assume you lift that up, you put the 4 pegs in the color combination, and you work down the board. And I assume the white and black pegs on the other side are kind of like memory markers.
Yes. Yeah. Those are to tell you put the black ones in if you got the correct color in the correct position, put the white ones in if it's correct color but the wrong position.
I remember this was massive at the time.
In
the 70s.
Did you get the Chinese girl as well? Did she come with
it? I will say, common people. There is lots of pegging in this. Treat yourself.
Very much.
Yeah.
I wonder if I bet the advert's somewhere on YouTube. I bet it's got. I bet she's in it. I bet she is. This looks more like something that Indiana Jones would have to try and figure out to get himself into an ancient tomb, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's obvious that they were capitalizing on the TV show because a lot of people thought it was part of the TV show, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
So, a bit cheeky, but there you go.
It's a nice bit of nostalgia, though.
It is.
I remember we got this for Christmas. One Christmas, I remember this. I remember playing it. I wonder what happened to it. Probably got thrown out somewhere. Okay.
Got it.
What's this?
Grace,
our Master Universe.
Masters of the Universe.
Never got any of these toys.
Oh
ever.
My God!
I don't know any kids that had these toys.
I had so many of these.
Nice.
Hours and hours of fun.
So many of these.
So much fun.
Wow.
Which R2? Which was the one that came with the record? There was one with a record that you would play and had a story in a book. Was it the Fighter Talon or the Point Dread?
That might have been it. Yeah.
I think that's on the bottom left here. Point Dread and the Talon Fighter. Yeah.
Yeah. You would attach it at the top of Castle Grayskull.
Yes. And I did have that. Yeah. I never had the castle. Never had the Castle Grayskull, but I had Battle Cat and I had the He-Man, the various versions of He-Man. There's a later one that had realistic battle damage.
Yes.
You would do
battle armor. Yeah.
The armor that would get dented. You would hit it and it would flip around and show a dented version of the damage.
What is the reason why they would have the mother advertising with the blonde hair?
Easy.
I don't understand. Could somebody explain it to me? Is it meant to say that it's family friendly and your mum?
Well, yeah. Well,
approves
look at the
or something?
language in the ad. This is not an ad for the kid. This is an ad for the mom.
Oh,
Give your
okay.
child all the fun
I
while
see,
he's still a
I
child.
see.
It's
Yeah.
obviously a
Now I
MILF.
understand.
Yeah, it's MILF,
Yeah.
mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Is that
snake-
kid's got blonde hair and blue eyes. This would never be allowed today.
Well, it's obviously the milkman.
Yeah.
The
never
snake
be
was at
allowed
Snake
today.
Mountain was great because it came with a microphone. The one on the
Yeah.
bottom.
Yes.
So you can talk like.
It had a voice
Skeletor.
changer. Had a
Yeah.
voice changer in it. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Love
Yeah.
that.
Oh, I had so many of these. So many of these.
My brother and I,
Yes,
it was
those
great
are
because my
good
brother and I would share. So my brother had Gray Skull, and we both have different action figures outside of we both wanted He-Man and Skeletor, but we would both ask or get different ones so then we can combine them all and hours and hours of fun.
There was my favorite was Moss Man. That was incredibly weird. It was covered in this fuzzy stuff. But the character, the one that's sort of remained infamous to this day is Stinkor. Yes, Stinkor. Which they molded a sulfur compound into the plastic.
Wow.
Because he was a skunk. He was a skunk and he was supposed to smell bad. So they molded a sulfur compound into the plastic. And then if you actually look at the packaging today, like anyone who kept them in the original packaging, the compound has caused like all of the cardboard and plastic to like yellow and fall apart.
Wow.
Great.
Wow.
That's amazing.
It's so much
Swappers,
fun.
you liked Ram Man, didn't you?
He didn't really do much, Ram Man. He was not very well articulated.
But what he did, he did it well.
Yeah, but what he did it well. You basically pressed him down onto his legs, compressed him, and it clicked into place. And then there was a little switch that you tapped with your finger, and he'd spring. He'd like bounce up off the ground.
Damn.
Yeah,
But not very strong. It wasn't a particularly vigorous bouncing.
He wasn't going to knock many people over because he bounced upwards in the air, and B, the strength of the spring action just wasn't going to do anything really.
Trap Joe was one of my favorites because it had, you can change one of the arms to a gun, and then you could put a string through the top of its head. I mean, there were so many things you could do with that one particular villainous character.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in the chat is their favorite was Fistor.
Fisto.
Yeah.
Fisto. Who cares? Fister.
He gave everyone a really good fisting.
Beast Man, Man-y faces.
I love that one. The three different faces.
Yeah, I had many faces. Yeah, I had many
The
faces.
cartoon, because I think I was at the right age as well. The cartoon was massive at the time.
It was.
Yeah.
What threw me with that was having the action figures before I saw the cartoon. Man at Arms didn't have a mustache on the action figure, but in the cartoon they gave him a mustache.
Mm-hmm. What was that all about?
Yeah, I never understood
It
that.
used to go down gay clubs on a Saturday night.
God, no.
Blue Oyster. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay.
But I received the Castle Grayskull and the entire first wave of all the action figures Christmas 1983.
Fucking hell, you were a spoilt bastard. Weren't you?
And well, I think I must have been. But luckily, my nan, bless her heart, God rest her soul, who got me all of this stuff. I was the only grandchild, so at the time at least. So I was obviously going to get spoiled. And she was very good friends with a local toy shop. Person that managed the local toy shop, so she could get a load of toys at cost price before they were taken out of the box. Trade price.
Brilliant.
Before they were put on the shelf.
Yeah, trade. Fantastic.
She got a lot of things a lot cheaper than a lot of people would have. So I managed to get a large amount of toys for a very small price. Luckily for me. I just appreciated having everything. She said, "What do you want for Christmas this year?" And I said, "Oh well, I do like the look of the new Masters of the Universe toys." Not thinking I would ever get any, and I ended up getting the full entire first range. I got the Castle Grayskull. I got the the Attack Track, which is the bottom right hand picture. It's the bottom left, that red vehicle. The Wind Raider, which is above it, the flying vehicle, and the Battle Ram, which is the blue thing below it. I had all of those. I had Battle Cat, which is the bottom right on that same panel. I had Battle Ram, which is the blue thing below it. I had all of those. 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 I had all of those.
Yeah, it's a battle cat.
And I think that was the extent of it. I can't remember if I got anything else, but the entire first range of the figures, including Ram Man, He-Man, Skeletor,
We've got any left.
Zodak, sadly not. No, gutted.
Oh.
I know. And
Yep.
that Castle Grayskull is a beautiful piece of sculpture as well. Great inside and out. All the play features and everything that were on it, and it looked great when it was folded up and put on your shelf. You didn't even have to do anything with it. It just looked awesome, like a piece of Frank Frazetta artwork. The way it was all sort of spray painted and stuff, and it looked really kind of fantasy, some straight out of Ralph Bakshi's Lord of the Rings. What I always wanted from this toy line was basically Conan and Lord of the Rings, but in toy form. And what we kind of did get that. The look of all the toys and stuff was great, and it really captured our imaginations. But when it came to making the cartoon, they really kidified it and made it really kind of in a really puerile. And so, it was, what's the moralistic message in this week? We were like, what is this? We just want to see people getting hacked apart with axes. And, we were 10 years old and we wanted to see super violence, blood everywhere and stuff. That's what we really wanted to see. Conan, so the cartoon kind of did it a massive injustice, but we still had.
No, I disagree. For the more mature viewers like myself, we enjoyed the moral at the end of the episode.
Get out of here, bro.
I felt better as a person inside for watching the 22 minutes.
I didn't, but each to their own. But yeah, these were brilliantly made toys. They're really well made. Mattel did a top job on these.
If you'd have kept all your toys, I think you would have been probably one of the richest persons in Britain.
I'd be a lot better off than I am now. Put it that way. But they were all kept in tip-top condition as well, because I hated anything wearing out or getting broken. I learned at a very early age, to cherish what I had and not to break things, because once it's broken, it's gone, and you're never going to get it again. So I was so careful with everything I had, But we still played with them, and I just never wore anything out because I really, honestly loved everything I had.
It's funny because you used to look after your toys, but because there were 7 of us, we used to have a huge, big plastic container where all the toys got chucked in there. They just pile them all in. Yeah. So what's this?
So what are these?
These are more Migos, so still under M, but these are more of these are all kind of superhero based. Because the Migo covered so many franchises, they had so many licenses.
God, these would be worth a fortune now.
They would, and they are, yeah. Especially with their original outfits and stuff.
Look how cheap the Thing one is. They couldn't be bothered to put the rocks on him, so they gave him.
It's the same with Spider-Man. It's a knitted body and a plastic molded head.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Got the lizard there, though.
They got what?
The lizard, and you've also got the penguin and the Joker there. It's crazy.
Human Torch.
Iron Man.
Iron Man, Iron Man's there. Sue Storm.
Thor at the top.
Yeah. Thor. Looking like a girl for some reason.
He does look like a Barbie, doesn't he?
Yeah, looks like a Barbie doll.
Yeah, I've got a re-release of the Batman and Green Lantern.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
Okay, shall we do the next one then?
Yeah, go on
then.
Micro Machines.
Used to have the Star Wars one, the top.
The Star Trek one's really good.
Yeah, I never had the Star Trek one.
Too small though.
They are tiny.
Yeah, some of the play sets that you used to be able to buy for the cars were great, and they were all scaled to fit, to suit the cars. And they were great for people that wanted to save space, I guess. And people that had small bedrooms and only small areas of storage. But after coming off the back of the playing Corgi and Matchbox and stuff, these were just kind of. I did have one set, but they were too small. They were so easily lost and broken. You're right.
Yeah.
Well, as an adult,
I still have a ton of these. I still have a bunch of these tucked away. I still have some of the original. So they had later they had Star Wars ones that were actually play sets.
Mm-hmm.
And they would actually look like characters' heads, and then you fold them out and they were play sets.
Yeah.
But I still have a bunch of those still in the box. They were played with, but they got put back in the box after.
Yeah. And then after a while, in the 90s, they started getting movie licenses. So that's why we saw Star Wars and Micro Machines and Star Trek, etc. Which were sort of more aimed at collectors, I suppose, than kids. And they did come with little stands, so you can plug your toy or your little ship or whatever onto the stand and put it on a shelf, and they'd look great because the sculpting on them was really cool, and the price wasn't too expensive for these, so that it made them, you could just, if you walk around a toy shop and you saw one of these and thought, oh great, I'll pick that up. It's only like £7 or $8 or whatever. So they were selling loads of these at the time. But they're so easily broken and lost. There's not many people that have got full sets of these anymore because they're just so easy to misplace, especially if you move in house.
I always remember them being, for what they were, very, very well detailed and really nice looking little.
Really, yeah,
yeah. But just, I mean, the Star Wars ones looks fun. Look at that A-wing fighter; looks fantastic. But just didn't quite do it. But anyway.
I bought that. That I actually had that very same Star Trek set there, just because I wanted the Excelsior.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think
I had that one? Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, too small for us. Do you think Peter Dinklage would have been happy?
Oh, they'd been massive for him, wouldn't they?
He's got, Mum, look at the fucking size of these. They're massive. Okay, let's move on then. Oh. Micronauts.
I will let everyone else on the panel have a word about this before I mention anything. I think Professor might have a bit of knowledge about this.
Oh, these, I never had any of these, but I had a friend who was huge into these Micronauts. It was like the thing, like he just loved them to death. So he had tons of these. But yeah, they were pretty cool toys. I mean, they're pretty cool looking for the time. But yeah, I really, I didn't have too many of these myself.
I think I remember the one on the bottom, with the circular arm things. I think a mate had that. I do remember that one.
Again, the adverts for these are all over YouTube, so if you want to go back and see what they're all about, they're easily found. But they were made by Takara in Japan originally.
Oh wow!
And adapted into the Diaclone line. They kind of do share similar elements with Diaclone, and they're sort of related, the two lines. And the Micro Man figures on the top right here are kind of larger versions of the Diaclone drivers that you get, the Dionauts that came with the early Transformers figures before they became Transformers. And these are multi-articulated figures. They're amazing. The amount of points of articulation on these guys is crazy, and you can do some amazing poses with them. And they fit inside all these other vehicles as well. So, and they're compatible with all these vehicles. So they're almost like the Centurion's toys, where you can attach certain points of these other toys and detach them, and they're modular, so you can pull things apart and make new toys out of them. And again, it's kind of like it appeals to kids' imagination, so you can create your own vehicles and incorporate your figure into it in all manner of ways. And the big blue guy here on the middle of the right, I used to actually have that one, and that was a carry case for them. And someone just bought me the random present one Christmas, but I didn't have any Micronauts toys to put in it. So I just ended up using it to like carry Star Wars toys around in. But some of these things are incredibly well built and very, very expensive if you want to buy them now these days. But they're straight from remolded from Japan, and Japan, all the Japanese companies that always made really high grade plastic for all their toys and really well lasting toy lines over there that are really hard wearing. So when they came over here and to the States, they were super popular because of how well they were made, how well they were put together. But I don't think this line lasted too long, because not long afterwards Star Wars hit, and nothing could compete with Star Wars. So the ones I had here with this, I had a few of the action figures on the top right, and the blue carry case, and the small green tricycle on the bottom left, and they were all amazing fun. But just didn't last that long, unfortunately.
Shut up, cat. Okay, that's Micronauts, everybody.
Monopoly.
Monopoly.
I've got the Marvel Monopoly still. And you know what? I've never liked playing this game.
Oh, it's all right.
I remember when the whole family used to play this and used to argue over who they wanted to be. I want to be the boot. No, I want to be the car. And
I
all
want to
that
be the
nonsense.
banker.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, whatever. Yeah, I
my-
really never liked playing this for some
Okay,
reason.
Yeah. If you were the loser, you were always the one that got the iron.
Yeah.
My girlfriend at the time bought the special edition Star Wars Monopoly.
Yep. I have that one, the Star
And
Wars one from back then. Yep.
She caught the bottom of the box on something and scraped the bottom of the box. It's like, things you don't do. But anyway.
And the question is, did that Monopoly fella ever have one of those little rings on his eye? What do you call those little monocles?
Monocle. Yeah.
Uncle.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Did
Fat
he ever?
Robert. Wrench was what I used to play myself. No one would play. Oh.
I had an electronic version where you could play against the computer, which was fun.
Yeah, I used to play. No one would play Clue with me because I always won.
It's one of the most successful toys ever, though, isn't it? Monopoly. It's still going today, isn't it? So,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Incredibly successful. Yeah.
Here you go. Personal questions here. Gap after dark. Nice pussy wrenched. Mr. Brown, many decades. 10 decades. It's been a while. By the way. Moving on.
They made in recent years they made a female only or a female centric Monopoly, didn't they? Where it favoured women over men.
Really?
I'm sure they did. Yeah. But then again, there's been 1,000 different versions of Monopoly.
Yeah.
Imagine a KK version of Monopoly. That'd be hilarious, wouldn't it? Many ways you can destroy Star Wars.
Oh yeah, yeah. How
Across
many
the board.
franchises you can destroy? Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, that's Monopoly, everybody.
I remember this.
Yeah.
Mr. Frosty. Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I what you call it? I don't remember anyone having one, but I remember seeing the advert thinking that'll be fun. But I'm pretty sure it tasted like shit, though.
Yeah. Well, it did. The more popular version of this in the US was the Snoopy Snow Cone machine.
Yep.
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
Mostly water, wasn't it? And you just put the
Yeah. I mean, it would not really shave the ice. It would more break it into chunks.
You could put Ribena in. Yeah.
You could, yeah. It's just crunching up ice in a plastic thing that looks like a snowman, and you just put a little juice in, and it tastes like shit. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Simplicity.
Oh, my sister used to have hundreds of these.
Oh yeah.
Hundreds and hundreds.
Oh my God, yes.
Pony.
And
This is the
also
last one, by the way.
they made one where, then it became a soft toy, didn't it? Was that ones where you had to stick a heart in it, or was that a different toy? I can't remember. Where you would go to you can go to a store and get one made for you, and they'll stick something inside it, like I don't know. Yeah, they were really heavily into this.
Yeah. These my sister, like I said last week, Care Bears. That was one of the things she absolutely loved, had hundreds of, or dozens of anyway. My Little Pony was the other thing. She loved My Little Pony.
Every say I don't listen. I do not own My Little Pony, folks.
But why do girls like ponies so much? I never understood that at all. They like horses.
Like horses.
Girls love horses for some reason.
Non-toys. Oh man.
Women love horses. Little girls love
Unicorns.
ponies.
Fucking
and
red
stuff.
unicorns. That's what they love.
Mm,
The
crazy, right?
trifectas, swappers. The trifectas. Know what I mean,
Yeah.
son?
It is absolutely.
Know what I mean?
But they
Okay,
were
on that bomb-
I mean, none of us might have had any, but they were incredibly popular, pop culture phenomenon at the time.
Wildly
Yeah,
popular.
they were.
Yeah.
and on that bombshell. Oh, sorry. Bear with me. N.
And
And
Nonce.
this is where we
Niet.
nonce. This is where we start next time, everybody. So N for next time. Yes, see what I did there.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
N for next time. Do you know, I will get this presenting gig to it. I'll get it sorted one day. Okay. That's N for next time, everybody. Plus, it was the last slide we've got anyway, so natural end. Okay, let me get the doodah up. Okay. How is it, everybody? That flew by. Didn't it? That really fucking flew by. That's nearly 3 hours, folks, and it just flew by. Okay. That is it, everybody. So, chat, please, please share the stream via the share button on YouTube. Share it to your socials. Let's see if we can get some traffic for these, because last week's, obviously you guys turn up, the diehard loyalists, you guys turn up, but YouTube doesn't like to recommend stuff out, especially on my channel. It just doesn't know what to do with my channel, the algorithm. So please share it on your socials, folks. See if we can get some traffic coming this way, because these have been great. Tonight, 3 hours just gone like poof, like that. Okay, so here you go. Quick. Please
Give me subscriptions.
Please, everybody. Okay. Chat, you are wonderful. Thank you for the interaction, the super chats, and Mog for the memberships. Mightily generous, everybody. So we'll see you next time, folks. Let me get the guest up. Professor Artoo. Cheers, Prof.
Oh, yeah. Cheers. Hey, time flies when you're not watching Starfleet Academy.
Oh, can't wait to roast that tomorrow. Mega Geek, cheers in.
Yeah, no worries.
Always great to have him back. P-Cat.
Love it. Great memories. Just, I had a smile on my face this whole stream. It was just, even though the toys that maybe I didn't have, just hearing you guys reminisce about what those toys as well. Just so much fun.
And the real star of the show, everybody, Swappers. Cheers, Swappers.
Thank you very much. Yeah, sorry, that just included that pic there of something I had when I was about 11. I think it was 10 or 11 years old. That I got it from Taylor and McKenna. I saw it in the window on one visit randomly to it on a Saturday into town.
Yeah.
And I was a massive Herbie fan at the time, and I begged my dad to buy it for me, and he got me that. I think it was like $9.99. And both cars were amazingly well made, die cast, and really big size as well. You really got your money's worth. But this was from Herbie the Love Bug, where he falls in love with this Lancia, and there was
Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo. Actually,
that's the one. Sorry,
yeah.
Monte Carlo. You're right, because it's a Lancia.
Yeah,
I remember this one.
And I could not believe how well these cars were made. The sad thing was they didn't scale with any other car that I owned at the time, so I kind of stopped playing with them after a while. But I really wish I still had them, because they look absolutely immaculate and they're just beautifully made. This company, I can't. It's backwards.
Polish by it sounds very.
I think they're Italian. They were. Okay. They made amazing products, and I so wish I still had this, because man, you do not get stuff like this anymore. And this is worth a fortune now if you can find one of these. So yeah, but anyway, thanks for everyone coming in the chat tonight. Coming in the chat? What? Looking forward to doing it next week. Same thing again, guys. You're all great. I love all the comments, and I'm just so great to be talking about stuff that we love and looking back on fond memories and stuff, instead of sitting here groaning about the state of pop culture.
That's tomorrow.
So, yeah. Enjoyed it. Thanks very much.
And on that bombshell, that's it, everybody. Take care.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
See you next week.